Gu-Mo stomped his feet and rushed straight towards the wolves. The wolves were dumbfounded. Don't ordinary professionals run directly when they see themselves? Is this guy so brave? Are you still so positive about dying? The Silver Moon Wolf will immediately let the wolves attack Gu-Mo directly. Dozens of wolves also rushed towards Gu-Mo. When the two sides were still 20 meters away, Gu-Mo stopped immediately. Sword curse. Just in time to try out the newly acquired A-level skills. Gu-Mo took his sword and slashed towards the wolves like a phantom. Azure 5 slashes. Together. 2. In an instant, the 5 swords were cut out from Gu-Mo's hands. The speed is so fast that the Silver Moon Wolf, known for its speed, has no time to dodge. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a level 16 ordinary Silver Moon Wolf and get X320 experience points. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a level 16 ordinary Silver Moon Wolf and get X320 experience points. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a level 16 ordinary Silver Moon Wolf and get X320 experience points. The 5-sword chi went down, and the 5 Silver Moon Wolves died on the spot. But this experience value is too low. The 16th level Silver Moon Wolf actually only has 320 experience points. Seeing that Gu-Mo was so strong, the wolves directly accelerated their pace and rushed towards Gu-Mo. Seeing a Silver Moon Wolf about to pounce on Gu-Mo, Gu-Mo instantly casts Wind Treader. Blue Dragon in the sleeve. Cut off the Silver Moon Wolf's arm directly. After that, more Silver Moon Wolves rushed forward one after another. Zhang. 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 The cyan light directly illuminates the entire valley. One after another, the sound of swordsmen came out from the Qiuhong sword. Every sound of a sword crying means the death of a Silver Moon Wolf. The blood directly dyed the place where Gu-Mo was standing in scarlet. The miserable sound of the wolves resounded throughout the valley. At this time, the wolves did not dare to come forward. They are terrified of being killed. Only the huge Silver Moon Wolf standing on the boulder said in a deep voice, "Human, you are very strong. Leave the Silver Moon Valley now. You won't be held accountable for killing my people." Damn it, if the Wolf King was still in retreat, he would have let this kid die. Thinking that my lonely Silver Moon Wolf clan could only beg for mercy from this human being? Gu-Mo threw an exploration technique directly. Silver Moon Wolf General. Template, Elite. Level 1 and level 10. Skills, Gale Run, Bite, Wind Blade, Huge. Description: the Silver Moon Wolf General in the Beimang Mountains is the right-hand man of the Silver Moon Wolf King. He is extremely intelligent and has a strength that should not be underestimated. He can control the entire Silver Moon Wolf pack. Actually, this is not the Silver Moon Wolf King. Level 1 and 10. It's not even second order, you can kill. I made such a big noise and the Silver Moon Wolf King didn't show up? Could it be that something happened to this Silver Moon Wolf King? If it's like that, it's a pure leak. Gu-Mo said lightly. Aren't you going to trouble me? Today, the Silver Moon Wolf clan in the Beimang Mountains has to die. I said it. Before he finished speaking, Gu-Mo rushed to the Silver Moon Wolves again. When the wolves saw that Gu-Mo was about to kill him again, they condensed one after another of cold wind blades in their mouths. Boom! Dozens of terrifying wind blades erupted directly. The piercing sound of breaking the air sounded. Kill like a tornado towards Gu-Mo. Bug carving tricks. Floating slash. I saw Gu-Mo stepped on both feet and flew directly above 10 meters. Avoid these wind blades directly. By the time Gu-Mo landed, he was already among the wolves. Kill, kill, kill. Gu-Mo raised his hand and stabbed the wolves directly with his sword. A burst of whimpering came from among the wolves. The Silver Moon Wolf will be anxious at this moment. If the Wolf King is told that the wolf pack has lost so many sons, I will definitely be held accountable. Ow! I saw it growl. Its stature has grown 10 meters. Kill Guo like a ghost. With every step it took, the earth trembled. Seeing the Silver Moon Wolf General more than 10 meters high, Guo stopped the sword that killed the wolves in his hand and charged directly towards the Silver Moon Wolf General. Interesting. Is this gigantic? It's a pity it's too bulky. Zhang. 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 In the process of running, Guo also cut out 5 sword chi in a row. Azure of 5 slashes. A drop of sword marks appeared on his body. But that didn't stop it. As soon as it raised its huge saws, it wanted to trample Guo to death. Guo didn't dodge in the slightest, just hit it hard with the palm of his hand. He directly propped up the huge soles of his feet. The Silver Moon Wolf will be instantly blinded. How could this man be so powerful? My gigantic body has 100 strength points. Before it could react, Guo directly stabbed the Chiu Hong sword into its soul. Ow! The miserable voice whirled in the valley and mountains. Azure of 5 slashes. Guo released 5 sword chi again and slashed straight at the abdomen of the Silver Moon Wolf. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the level 20 elite Silver Moon Wolf General and get X 800 experience points. 1 top 3 ordinary Silver Moon Wolves is not bad. After killing the Silver Moon Wolf General, Guo directly killed the remaining wolves directly. Blood covered the whole valley. Rivers of blood. Call. Get a total of 13,600 experience points. Not bad. System, upgrade directly. A golden light appeared. Level up again. System, add points directly according to 20 strength, 10 physique, 10 speed, and 10 mental power. Open the system panel. Character, Guo. Level 1 and level 5, 13100/60,000. Occupation, swordsman, S rank. Talent, Jianxian, A rank. Strength, 192 plus 60. Strength can affect the damage caused by the professional to others. Physical, 121 plus 60. Physical affects a professional's stamina and ability to resist beatings. Speed, 123 plus 60. Speed can affect the running speed of the professional or the speed when using weapons. Mental power, 102 plus 50. Mental power can affect the probability of being hypnotized and charmed. Spiritual strength, 3000/3900. S level. First level gains 500 spiritual strength points for each level of promotion. Assignable attribute points, 0 points. 50 points of free attribute points will be awarded for each level of S level 1 level promotion. Skills, Lucky Drop, S level, Unthinking Sword, A level, Killing Strike, A level, Step Forward slash, A level, Floating slash, B level, Wind Treading slash, C level, Sword Spell, C level, Qing Long and Sleeves, C level, Thrusting, E level, Slashing, E level, Exploration, E level. Equipment, Goblin Mask, Gold, Autumn Red Sword, Silver, Dark Moon Shoes, Silver, Goblin New Clothes, Silver. Guo looked at his property panel with satisfaction. Strength alone is enough to compete with the Silver Moon Wolf General, who is a first-order consummation or a giant. At this moment, only the cave in the distance has not been explored. That Silver Moon Wolf King must be in that cave. Thinking about it, Guo took out a round of elixir from the storage space and drank it. Returning Spirit Potion, Tier 1. Use it to restore 1000 spiritual power within 10 minutes. First fill up the state and then go to meet the Silver Moon Wolf King for a while. 10 minutes later. Guo has quietly come to this cave. I hope that the Silver Moon Wolf King's mental strength is not high. He has a goblin mask, and if the Silver Moon Wolf King is not mentally strong, he will be able to sneak into its side and give it a blast. Looking at the bottomless cave, Guo carefully touched it. A pungent rotten smell entered Gumo's nose instantly. After walking a few hundred meters, a faint light finally appeared. And the foul smell disappeared quietly, and a fresh and fragrant smell appeared. When you reach the bottom of the cave, you will see a huge stalactite column. Stalactites. I don't know if the legendary stalactite liquid will be produced. Is this fragrant smell emanating from this stalactite? And next to the stalactite pillar was a silver moon wolf with snow-white hair and a height of 5 meters. Silver Moon Wolf King. Template, BOSS. Level 2 and Level 5. Skills, Blast, Huge Mouth, Wind Blade, Huge, Wolf Howl, Hardening. Description: this is one of the kings of the Beimang Mountains. With the strength of wolves and individuals, he is an existence that the beasts of the Beimang Mountains dare not provoke. After that, he relied on the stalactite liquid for thousands of years to temper his physique and spiritual power, and his strength became even stronger. Powerful. Level 2 and Level 5. Fortunately, it is not the second-order great perfection. Otherwise, it's really hard to do. Millennium Stalactite Liquid. It can directly enhance the physique and spiritual power of the second-order monster famous for its physique. This is a rare treasure. Gumo's eyes lit up when he saw the words on the introduction. Novels do not deceive me. Powerful monsters are often accompanied by genius treasures. At this moment, the Silver Moon Wolf King did not find the existence of Gumo at all. Good chance. Gumo directly and quietly used his swordsmanship. Sword Curse. Azure of 5 slashes. 5 sword lights emitting bursts of sword intent instantly illuminate the entire stalactite cave. The Silver Moon Wolf King felt this sword intent and opened his eyes at once. As soon as the body moved, it wanted to leave the place where it was sleeping. But it's still one step behind. The 5 sword lights slashed on its body. The moment the sword light touched the Silver Moon Wolf King's hair, there was a loud noise. Only the last of the 5 sword lights left a trace of sword marks on its fur. What? This Silver Moon Wolf King's fur defense is so strong? Looks like it's going to be a tough fight. Seeing this, Gumo is even more looking forward to the effect of the stalactite liquid for this 1,000 years. At this moment, the Silver Moon Wolf King Ninja was in pain and looked fiercely in the direction of Gumo. Who is it? Dare to trespass the territory of my Silver Moon Wolf King? Court death. A 10-meter-long wind blade gathered in its mouth. Boom! The violent wind blade is blasting towards Gumo like a shooting star. Gumo immediately performed a step-forward slash to increase his speed, and he was able to avoid this wind blade attack. Too fast. The Silver Moon Wolf King also locked Gumo's breath at the moment, turning into a silver light and killing Gumo. Boom! The Silver Moon Wolf King slapped it with a palm. There are fissures in the earth. Rock splash. The dust directly filled the entire cave. Gumo quickly distanced himself from it. As long as he does not attack, then with the spiritual power of this Silver Moon Wolf King, he will definitely not be able to find himself. At this moment, the Silver Moon Wolf King looked around vigilantly. Ow! Howling. Huge sound waves swept through the cave. Gumo secretly said it was not good. This Wolf King is so smart. Rely on the sound wave echo to locate your position. I saw the Silver Moon Wolf King look in the direction of Gumo, and the corners of his mouth raised humanely. Found you, human. Before Gumo could react, a silver light flashed. The Silver Moon Wolf King has already come to Gumo, and opened its huge bloody mouth to swallow Gumo in one bite. Die! How dare you break into the territory of my Silver Moon Wolf King? At this moment, Gumo has no time to dodge. Looking at the huge mouth, Gumo has a plan from his heart. I saw Gumo standing in front of his chest with a sword. Unexpected sword. A terrifying sword light quickly formed. The entire stalactite cave is lit up and glittering. Cut. This terrifying sword light slashed straight towards the bloody mouth of the Silver Moon Wolf King. The Silver Moon Wolf King also discovered this terrifying sword, and his eyes showed horror. At this moment it is really scared. Its instinct told it that it should run away. However, at this moment, it is too close to this sword light, and it is impossible to run. Do not. Boom. I saw that the Silver Moon Wolf King was cut in half by this huge sword light. System tip: congratulations to the host for beheading the level 25 boss Silver Moon Wolf King, obtaining X 5,000 experience points and silver level equipment, Silver Moon Bracers. System tip: congratulations to the host for completing the task of beheading the second-tier Silver Moon Wolf King. Reward: Black Iron Grade Spirit Sword, Floating Light Sword, upgradable. So close. If Huaxia's sword is not powerful enough, he will be planted in the mouth of the Silver Moon Wolf King. This Silver Moon Wolf King also exploded a silver level equipment, which is not bad. Guo directly began to count his gains. Silver Moon Bracers. Quality: Silver Grade. Physical plus 10 points. Lightness plus 50%. Effect: after use, own speed increases by 100% for 3 seconds. Lightness plus 50%? But its active effect is not bad. With the speed increase of stepping forward, his speed can skyrocket by 200% in a short period of time. Guo put the brace on directly. The moment he put it on, Guo felt that his entire body became lighter. Guo stepped directly to a place 3 meters away. This lightness can actually speed up his speed indirectly. Then, Guo watched the highlight of this mission, the upgradable Spirit Sword Floating Lightsaber. Floating Light Sword. Quality: Black Iron, 0 out of 10. Effect 1, Devour. 10 weapons of the same level can be swallowed to improve the quality of a rank, with no upper limit. Effect 2, Refinement. There is a chance to obtain its attributes and effects in the swallowed weapon. Effect 3, Spirit Sword, which can be controlled by divine sense, and sword moves can be used within 10 meters. This floating lightsaber is actually so strong. Seeing the effect of the Spirit Sword, Guo couldn't help but take a deep breath. This devouring effect alone is enough to drive the clan bosses crazy. Not to mention that there is a chance to obtain its attributes and effects after swallowing the weapon. It really is the Spirit Sword that he had in mind. Controlling it directly with divine sense, with this Spirit Sword, is a true sword cultivator. System prompt: when a Black Iron level Spirit Sword is discovered, the host needs to shed blood to recognize the master. After recognizing the master, the sword is there, and the sword is dead. There is still such a request. Guo tried to drip his own blood on the floating lightsaber. I saw the floating lightsaber tremble slightly, as if happy to find its owner. System prompt: congratulations to the host for successfully making the floating lightsaber recognize the master. Guo's jade hand gently stroked the blade. Floating lightsaber, I will definitely make you a magic weapon in the future. Guo thought about it. Directly control the floating lightsaber to walk around the cave. After an unknown amount of time, Guo was finally able to use his mental power to control the floating lightsaber. Then, Guo walked towards the stalactite columns. Probe. Millennium Stalactite Liquid, an extremely rare genius treasure. Only a few drops are dropped every 1,000 years, and 1 drop can increase 100 points of spiritual power and a little physique. Hiss. This effect is too powerful. It is simply a god-level genius treasure with increased spiritual power. Guo quickly took out the jade bottle in the storage space to catch the fallen 1,000-year-old stalactite liquid. Cannot be wasted. I don't know how many 1,000-year-old stalactite liquid can drop from these stalactites. More than a dozen jade bottles were placed directly under the stalactite column. And Guo took out the Dark Moon Sword and Chiu Hong Sword. Try to see if you can use a high-end weapon to devour the floating lightsaber. When the two swords touched each other, the floating light sword emitted a dazzling light. System prompt: swallowing silver-level weapons can get 100 energy points. Is it devoured? Devour. System tip: the floating light sword activates the swallowing skill, and it takes 5 minutes to complete the swallowing process. During this period, the floating light sword and dark moon sword cannot be moved. Really can. 5 minutes later. System tip: congratulations to the host, the floating lightsaber gains 100 energy points and plus 10 strength points. System prompt: congratulations to the host, the floating lightsaber has been upgraded to bronze, and the range of the sword has increased to 20 meters. After upgrading the level, the range of Jianxian actually increased by 10 meters. It's a pity that I didn't get the effect of the dark moon sword. Then Gumo took out Jianxian again. System tip: the floating light sword activates the swallowing skill, and it takes 5 minutes to complete the swallowing process. During this period, the floating light sword and Jianxian sword cannot be moved. System prompt: congratulations to the host, the floating lightsaber gains 100 energy points, gains plus 10 strength, and plus 20% sharpness. System tip: congratulations to the host, the floating lightsaber has been upgraded to a silver-level spirit sword, the range of the sword is increased by 50 meters, and all attributes plus 10 points. Upgrading to the silver level not only doubled the range, but also gained all attributes plus 10 points. I saw that the floating light sword in my hand became even more cold, with a chilling cold light. Gumo checked the properties of the floating lightsaber again. Floating light sword. Quality: silver, 90/1000. Strength plus 30 points, other attributes plus 10 points. Sharpness plus 20%. Effect 1, Devour: 10 weapons of the same level can be swallowed to improve the quality of a rank, with no upper limit. Effect 2, Refinement: there is a chance to obtain its attributes and effects in the swallowed weapon. Effect 3, Spirit Sword, which can be controlled by divine sense, and sword moves can be used within 50 meters. Not bad. Continue to let the floating lightsaber swallow it, and sooner or later, it will be able to advance into a gold-level weapon. At this time, the stalactite column has no more drop of 1,000-year-old stalactite liquid. Gumo directly picked up these jade bottles, and each bottle contained a dozen drops. Gumo picked up these bottles and drank them straight away. The 1,000-year-old stalactite liquid in these bottles will probably break through their physique and spiritual power to a terrifying height. A sweet, fragrant taste fills Gumo's mouth. Not as bad as imagined. These 1,000-year-old stalactite fluids are transforming Gumo's body like crazy. A warm current swims directly in Gumo's 8 extraordinary meridians. It's like going to a massage parlor. And the system's bell rang frantically in Gumo's mind. System prompt: take the Millennium Stalactite Liquid, the spiritual power value plus 100, the physique plus 1. System prompt: take the Millennium Stalactite Liquid, the spiritual power value plus 100, the physique plus 1. System prompt: take the Millennium Stalactite Liquid, the spiritual power value plus 100, the physique plus 1. I don't know how long it has passed. Gumo quietly protrudes a turbid air. When you hold your hands, you can feel your body has countless physical strength. The angular 8-pack abs on the lower abdomen appeared. Powerful yet beautiful. Gumo opened the system panel and took a look. This time, the spiritual power value has increased by 5,110 points. At this moment, Gumo's total spiritual power is as high as 9,000 points. If you let Gumo cast a sword without thinking, you can directly deal 135,000 true damage. Even the second-order peak powerhouse will be killed by Gumo with one sword. The physique has improved by 50 points. Not bad. I didn't expect to complete the system tasks this time and have an unexpected harvest. The corners of Gumo's mouth twitched slightly. Then Gumo put the body of the Silver Moon Wolf King directly into the storage space. The skins of second-order monsters should also be able to sell for a good price. If it is a skilled refiner, the material on this second-order Wolf King is enough to create several bronze-level equipment. Time to level up in this inner circle. 3 days later. Gumo walked out of the valley in a dusty manner. In the past 3 days, Gu Mo has completely cleaned up all the monsters below the third order near the valley. He killed more than a dozen of the second order monsters alone. But luck was not as good as the last time he killed the Silver Moon Wolf King, and there were no genius treasures beside the other dozen or so second order monsters. However, relying on the blessing effect of lucky drops, he obtained more than a dozen pieces of silver level equipment. And Gu Mo's level has been raised by 1 level again, to the 1st level and the 6th level. The attribute points are also added according to the method of 20 strength, 10 constitution, 10 speed, and 10 mental power. At this time, a group of men in black blocked Gu Mo's way. Jia, finally let us find you, Gu Mo. You're hiding so deep. You're actually hiding in this valley. Surround me with this Gu Mo. The voice fell, and more than a dozen first-order professionals directly surrounded Gu Mo. Gu Mo was in a good mood after killing more than a dozen monsters, but he didn't expect to encounter this. There are still people who are not afraid of death and dare to rob me? No, they looked like they were staring at him early in the morning. Is it because I covet the silver-level weapon I obtained? Silver-level weapons can also make them take risks. The person headed is still a second-order professional. Gu Mo's eyes gradually became cold, and he said lightly, "Who are you? Just relying on a dozen of you first-order, a second-order professional dares to stand in my way?" At this moment, the headed man in black suddenly smiled sinisterly. "Ha ha ha, do you think you can kill me by leaps and bounds with your S-class occupation? I am the existence of the second-order great perfection. Gu Mo, I advise you to honestly explain how you killed Li Zihao that day. Then take out all the weapons and equipment in your storage space. If I'm in a good mood, I can leave a way out for you." Li Zihao. They found out so quickly that they killed Li Zihao? Or is it simply an excuse for coveting the silver-level weapon on me? This is really using yourself as a club. Is there a way to survive by handing over weapons and equipment? Li family. Since it was you who troubled me first, then no wonder I. Gu Mo slowly put the goblin mask on his face. The floating lightsaber was pulled out of the scabbard by Gu Mo at this moment. Mayfly also dared to shake the tree? Gu Mo didn't want to talk nonsense with them at all. The 5 swords of light directly slashed towards the 5 surrounding people. In Gu Mo's eyes, these people are just attributes of walking. Zhang. 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 The sound of breaking air resounded throughout the valley. The 5 children of the Li family were instantly killed by Gu Mo. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a 16th level C-level professional fighter and obtaining X5 free attribute points. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a 13th level C-level professional fighter and obtaining X5 free attribute points. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a 14th level B-level professional berserker and get X10 free attribute points. The second master of the Li family never thought that Gu Mo would be so decisive. In an instant, 5 children of the Li family died. Hurry up! Zihao must have been killed by this Gu Mo. Today I will avenge him. Gu Mo sneered. Avenge him? It's just coveting my silver-level weapon. It's so grand. Gu Mo murmured a spell directly. Sword curse. Tread the wind. The speed is directly increased by 100%. Gu Mo had no intention of going head-to-head with this second-order professional of the Li family. Kill all these Li family disciples first. Gu Mo is like a ghost in the crowd in black. Before they could escape, they were beheaded by a silver light from Gu Mo. Immediately, the children of the Li family knelt down and begged for mercy. Gu Mo, I was wrong, I shouldn't have come. Please don't kill me. Before he could finish his words, his head was chopped off by Gu Mo's sword. The traditional arts of the Li family? Kneeling down and begging for mercy? Such a spineless family still has the face to call itself the Big Linhai family? Zhang. 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 Seeing Gu Mo beheading the Li family's children unscrupulously, the second master of the Li family suddenly screamed in the sky. Gu Mo, damn you! Come to me quickly! He, a berserker, has no acceleration skills at all. And he generally allocated most of the attribute points to strength. Can only anxiously rush towards Gu Mo. In just 10 seconds, the dozen or so first-order members of the Li family all fell to the ground and died. Gu Mo slowly picked up the floating lightsaber in his hand, as if the murderer just now was not himself. Gently said, "Just because these people want to kill me? Does the Li family look down on themselves too much? Next, it's your turn." Li Tianlang, the second master of the Li family, was furious, and bursts of red light appeared directly on his body. "Violent! Killed so many people in my Li family, you must die today." Li Tianlang punched out. This fist is as heavy as 1,000 pounds. The fiery fist slammed straight towards Gu Mo with a smashing sound. Gu Mo pointed his toes and easily avoided his fatal blow. The second-order professional is indeed much stronger than the monster. The strong fist style made Gu Mo feel a little pressure. If you only have this little strength, then you won't be able to get out of this valley today. Step forward. Gu Mo turned into a sword light and killed Li Tianlang. Boom! Li Tianlang directly blocked the sword with the bronze glove in his hand. Since you can block one sword, I think you can block the next few swords. Step forward. Step forward. Step forward. Gu Mo directly and instantly released 5 step-forward cuts. Zhang. 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 Gu Mo turned into a sword light and slashed towards Li Tianlang again. The speed is so fast that only 5 afterimages of sword light can be seen. Directly around Li Tianlang. How is it possible? How can a small first-order professional be so strong? Li Tianlang was able to withstand the 3 swords in front of him. However, the more you use this slash, the more powerful it is. In addition, the damage of Gu Mo Jianxian is increased by 100%, and the damage of the sword spell is increased by 50%. Even Li Tianlang, as a powerhouse of the second-order great perfection, can't resist. Even if I burn my life, I will kill you. Li Tianlang looked crazy, and immediately used the blood explosion technique. In an instant, Li Tianlang's 2 arms were directly cut off by Gu Mo. It's a pity that the speed of his blood explosion is still no match for the sword in Gu Mo's hand. The intense pain of the broken arm directly made Li Tianlang lie on the ground and howl in pain. Gu Mo's blade was directly on top of his head. Second-order great perfection? Just such a waste? Hand over the things in your storage space. If I'm in a good mood, spare your life. Li family's second-tier powerhouse should have a lot of good things on him, right? Just use it as waste. Squeeze his full value. If Li Tianlang could be given another chance, he would definitely not dare to use Gu Mo's silver-level weapon. Li Tianlang looked at the blade with chills on his head, and immediately knelt down. Master Gu Mo, I know I'm wrong. How could such a wise and talented young man as Lord Gu Mo be the one who killed my nephew who didn't win? Gu Mo is not in the mood to listen to him here. A sword light appeared, and Li Tianlang instantly lost consciousness in one leg. Only then did Li Tianlang realize that the young man in front of him was a ruthless man. You must show your own value so that you won't be killed. Immediately call out several bronze-level weapons and equipment in the storage space. Master Gu Mo, I still have more than 1 million in my card. As long as you don't kill me, I'll get it to you now. Gu Mo directly put these equipment and elixir into his storage space. Tell me about the situation of the Li family. If you answer well, I won't kill you. Li Tianlang, who was kneeling on the ground, said directly like a family treasure. Our Li family is the top 5 families in Linhai City. The most powerful person in the Li family is my eldest brother Li Tianba, a third-order powerhouse who has been famous for a long time. His profession is a berserker like me. And his wife, Wang Yan, is also a second-order Jianxian master, and his husband is also a second-order 9th-level master, who runs a master's club. Then there are no other strong people in the Li family except my eldest brother and my eldest sister-in-law. A third-order powerhouse, a second-order great perfection. Kind of hard to do. Gu Mo fell into a deep thought after hearing the information. The sword light turned into a green dragon and directly killed Li Tianlang. If it's useless, just die for me. Li Tianlang never thought that Gu Mo would suddenly give him such a blow. There was still wonder in his eyes. Didn't you say don't kill me? System prompt. Congratulations to the host for killing the 30th level B-level professional berserker and get X50 free attribute points. This wave of Li family members directly contributed 120 attribute value rewards to themselves. It would be a pity if there were a few more professionals. Attribute points are still quicker to kill professionals. The head of the Li family is a berserker and his wife is a mage. It is better to add half of these attribute points to strength and half to speed. Gu Mo's power at this moment has reached 330, and his speed has also reached more than 200 points. Since the father-in-law of the head of the Li family is a mage, why not go to his father-in-law's house first? Gu Mo has always done things to cut grass and roots. To be kind to the enemy is to be cruel to oneself. Besides, the Li family is not a good thing, and his father-in-law's family must have a nest of snakes and rats with him is not a good thing. Gu Mo put all the equipment and weapons of the Li family's children into his storage space. Then a fire burned them all. Go to the pawnshop in the city and sell all the things I got today. Buy some more weapons and see if you can upgrade the floating lightsaber to gold. This way, the plan to kill everyone in the Li family is more appropriate. Gu Mo changed his clothes from the storage space, took off his mask and walked towards the city. After a while, Gu Mo came to the Tianhai pawnshop. Tianhai pawnshop is a well-known shop in the country. Its founder is the first master of Chinese craftsmanship, Xia Qingzi. With such a master-level leader, Gu Mo is not worried that the things he sells will be driven down in price. Tianhai pawnshop is notoriously fair. If you find the behavior of lowering the price, you can directly get 10 times the compensation. Such a master craftsman always pays attention to his reputation, and he can make a gold or platinum weapon casually enough to be worth the income of a shop. As soon as she entered the Tianhai pawnshop, Miss Ingbin stepped forward and said hello. This gentleman, welcome to Tianhai pawnshop. I don't know if you are here to sell or buy something. Gu Mo said lightly. Let your shopkeepers come out, I'm selling a little bit more. The welcoming lady saw Gu Mo's extraordinary temperament and said directly, Okay, sir, then please follow me to the 3rd floor. Gu Mo nodded and followed behind the young lady. Dong dong dong. As the young lady knocked on the door of the office, a cold and lazy voice came from inside. Come in. After Miss Ingbin opened the door, what caught the eye was a mature woman in a cheongsam, a waist and a hip, and a pair of long legs with black si. Miss, this gentleman said he sells a lot of things and wants to interview you. After speaking, the welcoming lady consciously exited the office and closed the door. This extremely beautiful woman looked up and down Gu Mo, and then she put her hands on the table and said softly, Little brother, I don't know what you are going to sell me to Tianhai pawnshop. Gu Mo was unmoved and said lightly, A dozen pieces of silver-level equipment and a lot of bronze-level equipment. The woman was taken aback when she heard this. More than a dozen pieces of silver equipment. And a lot of bronze-level equipment? I'm afraid this kid is not going to buy the goods somewhere. After finishing speaking, Gu Mo directly took out these silver-level and bronze-level equipment. These equipments piled up directly into a hill. At this time, the woman in front of Gu Mo said seriously, Are you sure you want to sell all these equipment? Gu Mo nodded directly. Wait a minute, let me see the effects and attributes of these equipment first, and then judge the value of these equipment. Sir, please take a seat. Gu Mo sat directly on the jade-encrusted chair. The woman stepped on the 10-centimeter high heels and walked to the equipment. Then I carefully looked at the attributes of these equipment. After half a sound, the woman said slowly, "Sir, I don't know what to call it." "My dear Xiaolinger." "Gu Mo." Xiaolinger was taken aback when she heard Gu Mo's name. "Are you Gu Mo, the #1 Linhai big competition? It really is a hero out of a boy. These silver-level equipment of yours are of good quality. How about a 120W piece? A piece of these bronze-level equipment is 10W. Gu Mo nodded. The price is fair. General silver equipment is also about 100W. Bronze-level equipment is generally about 10W. Then Gu Mo took out more than a dozen second-order monsters. "Look at how much these are worth, and then I want to buy 10 silver-level weapons later." Xiaolinger couldn't help being surprised when she saw these monsters. Isn't this Gu Mo the first order? These were all hunted by him alone? Xiaolinger carefully observed the corpses of these monsters. All of them were killed with one sword? This Gu Mo profession is a swordsman, right? The swordsman is really strong. I don't know how high this young man's spiritual power is, yet he can kill a second-order monster with one sword? Xiaolinger, the granddaughter of Daxia's #1 refiner, has an extremely vicious look. He had a direct insight into how these monsters died. These monster corpses are relatively well preserved, and I bid 20W for one. If you want silver-level weapons, we only have some unpopular silver-level weapons in our store. Weapons of other popular occupations generally need to be auctioned before they can be sold. You can charge 200W for one of these unpopular weapons. 14 monsters can earn 280W. 200W a weapon. 10 pieces cost 20 million. Gu Mo felt a pain in his heart. This floating lightsaber is too expensive. Okay, unpopular weapons can also be. Hearing Gu Mo's words, Xiaolinger directly took out more than a dozen silver-level weapons, hooks, whips, iron knuckles, all kinds of strange weapons. Gu Mo's mouth twitched, and he finally understood why these were unpopular weapons. Then Gu Mo randomly selected 10 silver-level weapons. Then Gu Mo posted 40W upside down to take down these weapons. Xiaolinger stretched out her pair of jade hands and said, "Cooperative entertainment, Gu Mo little brother." Gu Mo also held her hand and said, "Happy cooperation." When Gu Mo was about to leave, Xiaolinger handed Gu Mo a black card. "Little brother Gu Mo, this is the VIP card of our Tianhai pawn shop. If you buy something in our shop next time, you can enjoy a 10% discount." After Gu Mo took the card and thanked him, he left the Tianhai pawn shop. As soon as he got home, Gu Mo's eyes went black. Instantly feel short of breath. Xiao Luzhu fondly touched Gu Mo's head and said, "Dare to go to the inner circle of the Beimeng Mountains at the first level. If you have an accident, what can I do, sister?" Gu Mo quickly broke free from her embrace. "Sister Luzhu, why are you back today?" "I'm not thinking about practicing for a while before the college entrance examination," Xiao Luzhu said with a look of resentment. "You have become the #1 in the city, and don't tell my sister." "I still heard it from other people in the community." Gu Mo quickly gave a sloppy look. After eating, Gu Mo locked the door. After all, this spirit sword involves upgrading its rank. If you tell Xiao Luzhu, it may put her in danger. Gu Mo directly took out the 10 silver-level weapons in the storage space one by one. System tip: the floating lightsaber activates the swallowing skill, and it takes 5 minutes to complete the swallowing. During this period, the floating lightsaber and the clanging iron cannot be moved. System tip: congratulations to the host, the floating lightsaber gains 100 energy points and plus 10 strength. Then Gu Mo did the same and sent another silver-level weapon to the floating lightsaber to devour. After a long 50 minutes, the floating lightsaber finally successfully advanced to the gold level. System prompt: Congratulations to the host. The floating lightsaber has successfully advanced to the gold level. The range of the sword has been increased to 100 meters, and all attributes plus 50 points. This time, I can directly reach a distance of 100 meters from Jianxian. All attributes can be increased by an additional 50 points. At this moment, the floating lightsaber exudes a faint golden light, and its blade feels even sharper. Let me see how strong the attributes of the floating lightsaber that devoured 10 silver-level weapons are now. Floating light sword. Quality, gold, 90/10,000. Strength plus 130 points, physique plus 60 points, agility plus 60 points, mental strength plus 60 points. Sharpness plus 60%, crit chance plus 10%. Effect 1, Devour. 10 weapons of the same level can be swallowed to improve the quality of a rank, with no upper limit. Effect 2, Refinement. There is a chance to obtain its attributes and effects in the swallowed weapon. Effect 3, Spirit Sword, which can be controlled by divine sense, and sword moves can be used within 50 meters. Effect 4, the casting speed of Kendo is increased by 50%, and the power of Kendo is increased by 50%. Hiss. Now the added attributes alone are extremely powerful. Strength 130 points. Other attributes add 60 points each. If this piece of equipment were seen by others, they would definitely be exclaimed. And the sharpness has been improved, and the crit rate has also been increased. Kendo casting speed and Kendo power can be increased by 50%. It can only be said that this equipment can be said to be an artifact among gold-level weapons. Sooner or later, this floating lightsaber will be developed into a king's sword by himself. These $2 million are really worth it. So fragrant. With this artifact, Gu Mo has more confidence in beheading everyone in the Li family. Then Gu Mo directly opened the browser's incognito mode to collect information on the Li family and the old husband of the Li family in the professional forum. Gu Mo was not completely at ease with the information given by Li Tianlang. If this person wants to trick himself at the last moment, then it's over. Gu Mo found the basic situation of the Li family with a search. Li Jiagua really only has the third-tier head of the Li family, and he was promoted to the third tier more than 10 years ago. Besides Li Tianlang, the other two second tiers are only his sister-in-law Wang Yan. Then Gu Mo searched for information about Wang Yan's father. Wang Difu, a second-level 9th-level professional, a professional B-level fire-type mage, in charge of the seaside force, the Mage Hall. After turning a few pages, a message made Gu Mo's expression turn cold. The famous Linhai master Wang Difu forcibly demolished the civilians' houses for the construction of the Master Guild Hall, causing the civilians to be homeless. There is even a picture in the article, a middle-aged man with a pot belly instructing his subordinates to beat up civilians who don't want to demolish their houses. After Wang Difu forcibly demolished civilian houses, he still did not give money. Caused several civilians to fall into hidden illness. It was only after the incident became serious that he managed to calm the matter down. Oh, it really is a nest of snakes and mice. Injuring civilians for their own benefit. Let's use this Wang Difu for the operation today. First go to his mage hall to kill some people to get some attribute points. 12 o'clock at night. At this time, Xiao Luzhu had already fallen asleep, and Gu Mo put on a goblin mask and walked quietly towards the mage hall. Finally, in order to avoid the surveillance for a long time, Gu Mo has come to the door of the Mage Guild. Gu Mo walked directly towards the innermost part of the hall. Suddenly, a fierce voice came from the room. Gu Mo opened the door with a sword, and what caught his eye was Wang Dihai's fat body. Wang Difu saw the man wearing a mask break in, his face changed greatly, and he said angrily, "Who are you? Dare to come to my mage guild to be wild? Do you know who I am? Do you know who my son-in-law is?" Gu Mo smiled lightly. "Wang Difu, whether it's you or your son-in-law Li Tianba, have to die today." Wang Difu's pupils shrank when he heard this. It seems that he is here to seek revenge. A staff quietly appeared in his quilt. Brother, I don't know what kind of hatred we have. I'm willing to spend 100W to make a friend like a brother. Before the words were finished, a fiery fireball blasted directly at Gu Mo. Bug carving tricks. Gu Mo directly controlled the floating lightsaber to forcibly split the fireball in half. The floating lightsaber was as fast as lightning, slashing directly at Wang Defu. Wang Defu pushed the woman beside him without saying a word, blocking the attack of the floating lightsaber. System prompt: congratulations to the host for killing the 11th level C-level professional mage and obtaining free attribute points x5. In an instant, the woman died directly. There was still an unbelievable look in her pupils. Wang Defu seized the opportunity to flee directly to the window beside him. Come here. Someone has invaded. Hearing this, the lights in the surrounding rooms turned on. In an instant, more than 20 members of the Mage Guild walked out of the room. Teacher, who dared to invade our Mage Guild after eating the bare-hearted leopard? Let him taste our firebombing today. Before these people could finish speaking, they were greeted by a flying sword emitting a pale yellow light. Blue dragon in the sleeve. Zhang. 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 System prompt: congratulations to the host for killing the 11th level C-level professional mage and obtaining free attribute points x5. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a 15th level C-level professional mage and get x5 free attribute points. System prompt: congratulations to the host for killing a 19th level B-level professional mage and get x10 free attribute points. There was a scream in the mage hall. These people usually bully men and women, and today they never thought that someone would come and kill them. The people next to them panicked when they saw this battle, and their teacher Wang Defu also ran towards the gate at this moment. This is a killer. Could it be that I made too many sins in the past and offended someone inadvertently? The mage disciples on the side knelt down one after another. Sir, we are not together with this Wang Defu. We came to this mage hall just to learn Wang Defu's spells. Yes, yes, my lord, please, let us go. Gu Mo, wearing a cyan fong mask, walked out of the door slowly and said with a sneer, From the day you did evil, you should know that sooner or later you will be punished. The voice fell, and a dazzling blue light flashed. These kneeling people screamed and fell to the ground dead. At this moment, Wang Defu was about to run to the gate, and a look of joy appeared on his fat face. This person is second rank at most. When I escape, I will go to Li Tianba to destroy this man. Just as he was about to open the door, a flying sword pierced his head directly. System prompt: congratulations to the host for killing the 29th level B-level professional fire-type mage and obtaining x40 free attribute points. Then Gu Mo put all the weapons in their hands into the storage space. For bronze-level weapons are still in the future. Gu Mo directly piled the bodies of these people together and placed them in the innermost part of the house, and a fire set them on fire. At this moment, it is estimated that no 1 or 2 people in the Yamen will not be able to find it. By then these people have already turned into ashes. This time, I got 130 attribute points. Murder and arson gold belt. Gu Mo added these attribute points on top of strength and speed again with a half-and-half distribution. Then Gu Mo walked towards Li's house. And not long after Gu Mo left, a man wearing a black robe and a mask entered the mage hall. This kid, don't really think that these operations can destroy the corpse and evade the Yamen's investigation? You still have to rely on me to take care of the aftermath. Tired. I saw the black-robed man wave his hand. The powerful spiritual power emerged, directly isolating the Mage Guild from the outside world. Then the traces of the battle were erased by her one by one. As if these people did not exist in the Mage Guild. In the main hall of the Li family. Everyone from the Li family gathered in the hall. Why doesn't the second child return the news, and Gu Mo has returned to Linhai City unharmed? The second child must have encountered some other accident. If the second child is killed by Gu Mo, Chen Qingyue will definitely come to trouble my Li family. The head of the Li family meditated on the main seat. The glamorous young woman Wang Yin on the side was extremely dissatisfied. If I had known that I would go with my second brother myself, if I went with me, Gu Mo would never be able to return to Linhai City. My son must have been killed by this Gu Mo. Why don't I quietly go and take this Gu Mo back to Li's house tonight? The people in the Li family below were also anxiously waiting for the news of Li Tianlang. If Li Tianlang was really killed by Gu Mo, then the Li family would not dare to go out of town to level up. It is impossible for Li Tianba to follow them and guard them by their side. At this moment, Gu Mo kicked open the door of the Li family hall. Li Tianlang can't come back. If you want to see him, I'll send you down to accompany him later. When Li Tianba heard this, his eyes were full of murderous intent. Where did this ignorant boy come from? With a long sword? Could it be that Gu Mo? Are you Gu Mo? Gu Mo nodded and said with a chuckle, Yes, none of your Li family can escape today. Wang Yin on the side heard the word Gu Mo and said with a grim expression, Gu Mo? Is it you who killed my son? Today I will make your life worse than death. The people of the Li family on the side also lit up when they saw Gu Mo coming. This Gu Mo dared to break into my Li family compound at the first level? I'm afraid I'm here to kill you. He doesn't know the horror of Tier 3 professionals? The silver-level weapon on his body is about to enter the hands of my Li family. Li Tianba immediately laughed when he heard Gu Mo's words. Heaven has a way, you don't go, hell has no door, you cast yourself. Yinner, activate the shielding formation and give this kid a turtle in the urn. I'm going to peel off his skin and let him feel what it means to be alive rather than dead. I saw Wang Yin holding a staff and muttering a spell in her mouth. A bright light suddenly appeared around the Li family compound. A layer of invisible mask directly covered the entire Li family compound. Gu Mo looked at the mask curiously. Mage has this skill? It should be arranged by the array mage. The mage can only activate this formation. Wang Yan? Forgot to tell you, your father is already waiting for you below. Saying that, Gu Mo also took out the staff used by Wang Defu from the storage space. Wang Yan saw the staff in Gu Mo's hand, and an uncontrollable murderous aura emerged from her body. Impossible. There are more than 20 first-order mages in my father's mage hall. How could they not report my father's murder? Wang Yan's voice became more sinister as she spoke. I can kill Li Tianlang, but can't I kill a mere Wang Defu? At this time, Li Tianba's expression became extremely gloomy. To say that killing people is so easy, it seems that he must be a devil in the future. I will kill you today. Having said that, Wang Yin and Li Tianba looked at each other and killed Gu Mo at the same time. One after another red flames bloomed around Wang Yin. Boom! Masses of Mars rushed towards Gu Mo with terrifying heat. Gu Mo directly cast the wind-treading slash and sword spell, and turned into a swordlight and came to the side of the Li family's children. Kill these first-order chickens first. Zhang! 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 The cyan light blooms in the Li family hall. These first-order Li family disciples looked at Gu Mo, who was like a ghost, and there was a trace of fear in their eyes. Every time a sword was drawn, it meant that one of the Li family members died. Li Tianba immediately killed in the direction of Gu Mo. If Gu Mo is allowed to kill like this again, the Li family will be severely damaged in a short period of time. However, Gu Mo did not do what he intended, and directly used the speed blessing effect brought by the wind-treading slash to walk around in the crowd of the Li family. A scream echoed in the Li family hall. After these Li family children came back to their senses, they all ran behind Li Tianba and Wang Yin. For fear of angering the killing star to give him such a sword. Think you'll be safe if you hide behind Tier 3 and Tier 2 professionals? I saw that Gu Mo used the sword-wielding technique and threw the floating lightsaber at once. Wang Yin smiled when she saw this scene. You actually threw all your weapons out in a panic? Today you must die. One after another, huge fireballs congealed on his staff. Boom! 5 scorching fireballs slashed directly towards the floating lightsaber. The floating lightsaber seemed to have its own thoughts, and it directly avoided the moment when it was about to touch the fireball technique. Head towards the Li family disciples behind Wang Yan. What? How can a small first-order professional master the art of imperial objects? This is a move that can only be used by professionals with extremely powerful mental powers above Tier 3. Wang Yan looked at the flying sword in disbelief. Zhang! 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 With a slash of the floating lightsaber. The children of the Li family who were present were almost dead. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a 15th level C-level professional fighter and obtaining X5 free attribute points. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 18th level B-level professional berserker and get X10 free attribute points. System prompt: congratulations to the host for killing the 19th level B-level professional berserker and get X10 free attribute points. This wave of 31st Order Li family children directly contributed 180 attribute points to Gu Missouri. Gu Mo directly added all the speed in one breath. It is definitely not a wise choice to go head-to-head with that Tier 3 berserker. Gu Mo now has 470 strength and nearly 500 speed. It's your turn. Wang Yan. Hearing Gu Mo's deathly cold words, Wang Yan's body broke out in cold sweat. Gu Mo controlled the flying sword and turned it into a swordlight to kill Wang Yan directly. Step forward. Wang Yan immediately sacrificed a blue light curtain to block Gu Mo's attack. I saw that the floating light sword cut tofu directly broke through the blue light curtain. Directly slashed towards Wang Yan's chest with a sword. Wang Yan was a professional who stayed in the second tier for a long time and immediately chanted the spell. Retardation. Gravity. Defense. All 3 techniques. At this time, Li Tianba also rushed towards Gu Mo in a flash. The corners of Wang Yan's mouth twitched slightly. Wait to die. Gu Mo. And Gu Mo's figure seems to be unaffected and directly stabbed into Wang Yan's chest with a sword. Wang Yan looked at Gu Mo in disbelief, and the smile on her face suddenly solidified. Impossible. I am wearing silver armor. You have been cast so many spells by me, and I also blocked your attack with a defensive light curtain. How could you pierce my silver armor? Gu Mo snorted coldly and twisted his wrist. The floating lightsaber directly crushed Wang Yan's heart. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 30th level B-level professional fire-type mage and get X40 free attribute points. Li Tianba was furious when he saw his wife's death. Immediately, a blood mist erupted. Death to me. With a powerful sound of breaking the air, the scarlet iron fist went straight towards Gu Mo. Gu Mo directly added these attribute points to speed again. On one side of the figure, escaped this terrifying blow. Boom! This punch directly broke the 10-meter thick stone pillar behind Gu Mo. Li Tianba retracted his fist and said coldly, I'm afraid your weapon is of the gold level, right? Silver level weapons can't kill my wife. Hey, with this gold level weapon, I also have the hope of making a comeback. Even my strength can be improved to a higher level. Today I'll show you why Tier 3 professionals can stand on the top of Lin Hai. Gu Mo's expression was straight, and he looked at Li Tianba, who had frantic eyes, vigilantly. Tier 3 professionals can not only gain a lot of attribute points for professional upgrades, but also upgrade their skills. An ordinary skill can explode the power of first order, second order A-level, or even S-level skills in my hands. The voice fell, and a large amount of thick blood mist suddenly appeared around Li Tianba. In an instant, these blood mists spread throughout the entire Li family hall. Gu Mo held his breath immediately and hurriedly used the wind treader to leave the place. This blood fog can't only have the effect of blocking the line of sight. Not good. The fog actually slowed me down. Gu Mo's heart sank. I saw that Li Tianba was already like a bloody man at this moment, and his body size had grown to 5 meters. Boom! Li Tianba bombarded directly and continuously in the direction of Gu Mo. In just 1 second, a dozen punches were fired. Punch and punch. The violent fist wind even caused the blood mist to be blown away. Gu Mo can only control the floating lightsaber to resist these fierce attacks. I don't know how long this blood fog will last. Moreover, his speed in this violent state is comparable to mine. At this moment, Li Tianba was also shocked. This Gu Mo can actually resist my attack in a frenzied state. He is a fledgling professional who has just changed jobs for a few days and can actually fight at the same level as a veteran professional like me. This kid can't stay. Damn, it was also because I was injured in the Beimeng Mountains before that caused my attributes to decrease, otherwise I would be able to kill it directly. In the face of such a third-order professional, Gu Mo did not dare to use the Wuxiang sword in a desperate attempt. If he had any way to save his life, Gu Mo could only become a lamb to be slaughtered after using the Wuxiang sword. Blue Dragon in the sleeve. Zhang. 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 The floating lightsaber collided with Li Tianba's middle finger tiger glove, creating a dazzling spark. Gu Mo immediately pulled the distance away by the impact force generated by the collision with it. Azura 5 slashes. In an instant, the 5 swords of light shot straight at Li Tianba. I saw Li Tianba throw a punch. Endless blood suffocated around his gloves and blasted out. The 5 powerful sword chi were instantly blown away by this bloody chi. Tier 3 professionals are really difficult to deal with. It seems that he can only consume with him now. He is blood fog and violent. When his state is over, he must be extremely weak. Gu Mo made up his mind to use Wind Treader to speed up and avoid Li Tianba's attack. Li Tianba was also extremely angry at this moment. The Berserker fighter is a profession that focuses on strength. It is really helpless to meet a light and agile professional like Gu Mo. If only Wang Yin was here now. Just throw more than a dozen slowness techniques on this Gu Mo, and you can blow his head off with one punch. Thinking of the dead Wang Yin, Li Tianba became even more angry. This kid kills the whole family directly? No, we have to fight fast. Li Tianba roared. The surrounding blood mist quickly gathered in the direction of Li Tianba. Gu Mo's heart froze. What is this Li Tianba going to do? Sword curse. Azura 5 slashes. Zhang. 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 5 more terrifying sword chi burst out from the floating lightsaber. The corners of Li Tianba's mouth twitched slightly. Gu Mo, you have no other moves? This trick again? It's useless. Speaking of which, Li Tianba once again threw his fist at these swords. Good chance. At this moment, Gu Mo turned into a sword light and followed behind the 5 swords. Step forward. Li Tianba's pupils shrank. Where did this Gu Mo go? A strong sense of danger spread over him. This is the most critical moment for him to absorb the blood mist. If he moves now, he will be hit hard. A dazzling sword light slashed directly at Li Tianba. The blood mist appeared in front of Li Tianba's chest like a living creature, directly resisting the attack. Before Li Tianba could relax, another sword light surrounded him. Step forward. Step forward. Step forward. Gu Mo instantly used 5 slashes again. The 6th terrifying superimposed damage directly made the sword intent around Gu Mo, who turned into a sword light, condensed into an entity. 5 sword lights flashed. Li Tianba touched his chest in disbelief. There is already a bloody mouth with a big hole on it. How could it be so fast? What kind of trick is this? Gu Mo slowly put away the floating lightsaber and muttered. Say to send your family down for reunion, and send your family down. I am the person who pays the most attention to the word credit. The words fell, and Li Tianba's body also fell into a pool of blood. System prompt, Congratulations to the host for killing the 33rd level B-level professional berserk fighter and get X 100 free attribute points. Tier 3 B-level professionals can directly get 100 attribute points. This is faster than the fact that you are fortunately brushing monsters to get attribute points. Guo slowly exhaled a turbid air. You can't be blinded by desire. If you become a monster who only knows how to kill, what is the use of your own power? Guo still has the bottom line of being a man. Guo then evenly distributed the 100 attribute points to the 4 attributes. Guo slowly opened his attribute panel. Character, Guo. Level 1 and level 5, 18100/60,000. Occupation, swordsman, S rank. Talent, Jianxian, A rank. Strength, 287 plus 190. Strength can affect the damage caused by professionals to others. Physique, 197 plus 130. Physical constitution affects a professional's stamina and ability to resist beatings. Speed, 388 plus 120. Speed can affect the running speed of the professional or the speed when using weapons. Mental power, 127 plus 110. Mental power can affect the probability of being hypnotized and charmed. Spiritual strength, 3500/9500. S level first level gains 500 points of spiritual strength for each upgrade. Assignable attribute points, 0 points. 50 points of free attribute points will be awarded for each level of S level 1 level promotion. Skills, Lucky Drop, S level, Unthinking Sword, A level, Killing Strike, A level, Step Forward / A level, Floating / B level, Wind Treading / C level, Sword Spell, C level, Qing Long and Sleeves, C level, Thrusting, E level, Slashing, E level, Exploration, E level. Equipment, Floating Light Sword, Gold, Goblin Mask, Gold, Dark Moon Shoes, Silver, Goblin New Clothes, Silver, Silver Moon Bracers, Silver. Other attributes are not bad, but the mental power is too low. It seems that in the future, more attributes will be allocated on top of mental power. Let's go and see if there is anything valuable in the Li family. Guo directly swaggered to search. A few minutes later, as expected, a hidden compartment was found in Li Tianba's room. Guo directly slashed the hidden space in his sleeve. The golden gold appeared in front of Guo. My dear, so much gold, I am afraid there must be 1 or 2 million. Guo directly earns the gold into the storage space. Then, in the innermost part of the hidden compartment, Guo found a class-transferring equipment. Berser Badge. Quality, Gold level. Effect, when a pregnant woman wears it on her body, it can make her child have a chance to become a berserker, and there is a very small probability that the child will become a berserker. Hiss. The Li family actually has such treasures. Although Guo had heard before that the descendants of the more powerful professionals had the chance to become A-level or S-level professionals, but he had never heard of such an item that increases the probability of being a professional. No wonder those big family children are mostly of the same profession. Maybe other families have similar props. This thing can completely turn an ordinary family into a professional wealthy family. It's a pity that this Li family is a bit useless and has not been fully used. I'm afraid this thing can be sold for a good price. Gold level family props. Then Guo set the Li family on fire again. When I got home, it was already 3 or 4 in the morning. Guo dragged his tired body into sleep. What he didn't know was that all the things he did were seen by the man in black robe. This kid, how many people will he kill in one night? But it's not bad. Like me, I don't take revenge overnight. As he spoke, the black-robed man waved his hand again, and the traces of battle in the air were immediately wiped away. The Mage Hall and the Li family grounds were already surrounded by hunters in black. As soon as the new recruit saw the scene of the blood flowing into the Li family, he immediately vomited. F***K, who is this Li family provoking? The family was directly exterminated. At this time, a bearded Chow Quai pinched his chin and said thoughtfully, "The Li family, the Wang family, this should be a vendetta. And the murderers were clean and neat, and they were all beheaded by a sharp sword. Even the third-tier professionals of the Li family were beheaded. The impact of this incident is too bad. 40 or 50 people died, and there is a third-order professional. This matter must be reported to the province." As he spoke, the fast-catching captain took out a mirror that glowed with silver light, the shadow mirror. This mirror is also a standard prop for the captain of the City Capture Express, which can restore the scene within 24 hours. Since the introduction of this tool, the speed of arresting and solving cases across the country has soared, and the national crime rate has also dropped year by year. The captain of the fast catcher couldn't help but be surprised when he saw the unresponsive mirror. Immediately took out another prop, the compass of seeking breath. This prop can find the breath of the living people in this scene. This compass is also unresponsive. This time, the captain of the arresting team realized the seriousness of the matter. The person who shields the breath and blocks the restoration of the scene must be a fifth-order or even sixth-order powerhouse. The captain immediately called the chief's number. "Director, the Li family and Wang family have provoked a fifth or even sixth-order powerhouse and have been exterminated. The shadow mirror and the compass have no effect." When the director heard it on the other end of the phone, he was immediately choked. "What? A fifth-order or even sixth-order powerhouse? The Li family and Wang family have always done a lot of evil. The city originally planned to arrest them. Since there are fifth-order powerhouses who killed them, forget about it. The captain of the Catching Fast has no objection to this matter. The Li family and the Wang family are not good things. Better dead now. And fifth-order powerhouses are not something they can provoke. The city lord Linhai is only tier 3. The next day, Gu Mo got up early in the morning and took a shower. As soon as he opened the door, he found Xiao Luzhu in shorts looking at him seriously. "Little Mo, your black circle is too heavy. Are you nervous about the college entrance examination? Do you want my sister to give you psychological counseling?" Gu Mo's expression changed immediately. "Psychological counseling? I'm afraid I'll be suffocated to death. Also, although this is at home, you are wearing too little. I am afraid that I will have psychological problems if I stay with you for a long time." Gu Mo immediately waved his hand to refuse. "Sister Luzhu, can you wear trousers next time? After all, I'm also a young man with strong blood." Xiao Luzhu giggled when he heard this. Looks like Xiao Mo has grown up. Then Gu Mo turned on the TV. Want to watch the TV morning news and see if the catchers have found anything. Gu Mo was greatly disappointed when he took over. The Linhai morning news did not mention the destruction of the Li family and the Wang family at all. Gu Mo began to be suspicious. Could it be that the hunters were secretly operating? Then Gu Mo reviewed his actions again and found that he was not exposed to ease his mind. Time passed little by little. In the remaining 10 days, Gu Mo headed straight into the Beimang Mountains to level up. The penultimate day of the college entrance examination. Gu Mo has now been upgraded to Tier 1 and Tier 6. Attributes are also added as before: 20 strength, 10 constitution, 10 speed, and 10 mental power. Then Gu Mo walked towards the school. The content of the copy of the college entrance examination will be announced today. And the teacher will also explain the related matters of the college entrance examination. And this explanation was carried out in the large conference room of the school. As soon as Gu Mo entered the conference room, he found that it was already crowded. When other students saw Gu Mo coming, they all greeted him. Look, Gu Mo is here. As expected of the city's number 1, this temperament is so good. Hello, Gu Mo. Gu Mo all beckoned to reply one by one. Is this what it feels like to be powerful? Wherever you go, it is the most dazzling existence. Everyone came to compliment. Chen Qingyue, who was sitting in the first row, also found out where Gu Mo was at this moment. He stood up directly and waved to Gu Mo. Gu Mo, come here. Gu Mo walked straight over, and the school assigned Gu Mo and Jianxian, the two strongest professionals in the school, to the first row of course. After Gu Mo was seated, Jianxian said mysteriously to Gu Mo, Gu Mo, you know what? The Li family was exterminated, and the police suppressed this matter. Gu Mo pretended to be surprised and said, Isn't the Li family the big Linhai family? They will also be exterminated? While the two were chatting, the college entrance examination transcript explanation conference officially started. I saw Mr. Chen, the head teacher of the third class, standing directly on the podium. I believe everyone is very curious, what exactly is this year's dungeon? Saying that, Chen Huaxia directly projected the picture of the copy of the college entrance examination in Shanghai province on the big screen. This time, the copy of our Shanghai college entrance exam is this level copy of the Tower of Purgatory. I don't think I need to introduce the Tower of Purgatory. The details of this copy have already been listed in ordinary textbooks. Today is mainly to remind you that the college entrance examination will start at 8 o'clock tomorrow in the city gymnasium. Today you can discuss who is better to form a team with, and remember to put your life first tomorrow. Okay, classmates, see you tomorrow for the college entrance examination. When the classmates below heard the Tower of Purgatory, there was a sudden burst of voices. Tower of Purgatory? Isn't this the copy known as the death copy of the college entrance examination? Good guy, this time our Shanghai Province College entrance examination copy is too cruel. I'm afraid the person who asked the question didn't want to kill us. Gu Mo was also taken aback when he heard the name. He had also heard of the name of the Tower of Purgatory in the textbook. This dungeon is a 5-person dungeon, and this is a very special dungeon. That is, you can choose the difficulty of the dungeon. The dungeon difficulty is generally divided into ordinary level, elite level, boss level, and purgatory level. And in the last college entrance examination where the Tower of Purgatory appeared, students had to choose the elite copy at least. The ordinary level Purgatory Tower is already a relatively difficult copy in the first order. Not to mention that you must choose an elite copy in the college entrance examination. Therefore, when these students hear this exam question, they will have a mask of pain on their faces. But this is good news for me. The higher the dungeon level, the more experience you get from killing monsters in the dungeon. At this time, Jianxian on the side said softly, Gu Mo, do you have confidence in this copy? If you want to enter Shanghai University, at least you have to enter this boss level copy alone to have any hope of being admitted. The corners of Gu Mo's mouth twitched slightly. Boss level? If it was me, I would choose purgatory level. Tomorrow, I will come to see how difficult the purgatory level difficulty is called the death copy. When Jianxian heard Gu Mo's domineering words, she also murmured in her heart. As expected of a man who dared to choose a third-order swordsman in 200 years. This courage alone compares others. Zhang Tao in the back row sneered when he heard Gu Mo's words. Gu Mo, don't you still want to enter the purgatory level dungeon alone? Unfortunately, I'm not like you who have to rely on the college entrance examination to enter these colleges and universities. Today, I have been specially recruited by the top 20 colleges and universities. The classmates in the rocket class on the side heard Zhang Tao's words, and their eyes suddenly showed envy. Was recruited by a top 20 college with an ordinary A-level career? Zhang Tao's relationship is too strong. Zhang Tao is indeed a big boss. He was directly recruited by a top 20 college. Envy, envy. Direct special move? This is too cool. After entering the top 20 colleges and universities, you can take me with you. Zhang Tao proudly listened to everyone's praise and looked at Gu Mo provocatively. At this moment, Mr. Chen came to Gu Mo excitedly. Gu Mo, come out with me. Today, teachers from several top 10 colleges and universities have come to recruit you. Hearing this, Gu Mo murmured casually. Top 20 schools are difficult to get into? Top 10 colleges and universities. The surrounding classmates could not help but take a deep breath when they heard this. Those are the top 10 universities in the country. As long as you enter it, you will be directly brilliant. F***KU, GU-MO. Didn't someone just brag about being recruited by the top 20 colleges in front of GU-MO? Top 20 colleges and universities can provide shoes for top colleges? Compared to top 10 colleges, top 20 colleges are equivalent to pheasant colleges? Hearing this, Zhang Tao's triumphant expression completely solidified. Top 10 colleges and universities to recruit GU-MO? I just proudly showed off that I was recruited by a top 20 college. At this moment, I am like a clown. The point is that GU-MO never looked at himself from the beginning to the end. GU-MO nodded and followed Teacher Chen out of the conference room. While walking, the head teacher Jianxian said excitedly, GU-MO, you are the first student I taught to be recruited by a top 10 college. The colleges and universities that are recruiting today are Suzhou Hangzhou University, Huaxia University, and Jianxian University. GU-MO replied suspiciously. Old class, isn't there a special recruitment from the top 3 universities in the country? Didn't you get the favor of Shanghai University teachers in the last city competition? And the strength shown by the city's big competition last time is also unparalleled. Jianxian was also taken aback when he heard GU-MO's words, and then sighed and said, if you had chosen the other 2 careers, it is estimated that all the top 10 colleges and universities would come to recruit you today. Your job is too inappropriate. It's good that these universities can come today. You have to seize the opportunity. Is it because he is a swordsman? That being the case, then I will use the strength of the college entrance examination to prove it. Swordsman, no weaker than others. Just as he was about to enter the VIP room, GU-MO heard the people inside arguing. You, Huaxia University, are also recruiting? You are allowed to recruit people from Suzhou and Hangzhou University, and you won't allow me to come to Huaxia University? Hee, today my school's special recruit GU-MO is bound to win. As soon as I entered the door, I saw 3 teachers arguing there. When the principal Bai Chen saw GU-MO coming, his eyes lit up, and he immediately introduced to the teachers of several top 10 colleges and universities. Several recruiters, this boy is GU-MO. Then the principal Bai Chen was also extremely nervous. This is the first time that number 3 middle school has been specially recruited by teachers from top 10 universities. If you do it well, your school may be able to get the special admission places of these top 10 universities every year. When several teachers saw GU-MO, their eyes lit up. At first glance, this young man's temperament is not a general generation. GU-MO immediately folded his fists and saluted. Hello, special recruiters. At this time, the teacher of Jianxian University said directly, Student GU-MO is a great talent. I'm a teacher at Jianxian University. If you can enter Jianxian University, you will have 2 chances to enter the dungeon every month. Plus an A-level swordsman skill book. The standard of top 10 colleges and universities is that each student can enter the school's dungeon once a month to level up. And Jianxian University directly gave the opportunity twice a month. There is also an A-level swordsman skill book. The teacher at Huaxia University sneered at this time. Mr. Bai, just mention this condition and come to special recruits? My Huaxia University directly offers 3 copies of the opportunity a month. 2 A-level swordsman skill books. Plus 300 W. The teachers of the other 2 schools looked at Teacher Liao of Huaxia University with surprise. The rewards given by Huaxia University are too generous, right? Crazy? 3 chances a month for a swordsman who can't advance to Tier 3? The teacher of Suan University suddenly smiled. Young friend GU-MO, do you know that Suzhou Hangzhou University is the 4th-ranked university in the country? If you enter our school, you can get the best teachers in the country to teach you martial arts. My Suan University is willing to give 2 copies a month and 3 A-level skill books. Seeing the confident appearance of this Suan University teacher and hearing this condition, Gu Mo was speechless for a while. That's it? These conditions just want me to enter these colleges? There is no shortage of A-level skill books. Relying on system tasks, sooner or later, you will be able to fully equip S-level skills. In addition, these A-level skills on his own are now enough. These awards are not as good as the awards of the Linhai City Big Competition funded by Shanghai University. Just when everyone was wondering which college Gu Mo would choose, Gu Mo said slowly, "Thank you, teachers, for your kindness. If it's just these rewards, I'll continue to take the college entrance examination and enter other top 3 colleges and universities. I say goodbye first." Principal Bai Chen was also nervous when he heard this and immediately persuaded. "Gu Mo, these 3 schools are all 100-year-old famous schools. They are all top 10 universities. You can't be arrogant." Teacher Chen, the head teacher on the side, also kindly persuaded Gu Mo. "Yeah, Gu Mo, unless you get the first place in the province in the college entrance examination, it's hard for you to get into the top 3 universities. You have to think carefully about it." At this time, a student behind the special recruiter of Suan University said strangely, laughing to death, "How dare a waste swordsman dare to refuse the special tricks of top 10 universities? Don't look at what you look like. Still want to enter a top 3 college? You are a swordsman who can't even reach the 3rd rank. Why do you think there will be top 3 colleges and universities to recruit you? What do you think our schools recruit you for? It's not just for the use of waste. Let you go to the national competition in your freshman year to get good rankings for our schools." At this time, the special recruiters of the other 2 colleges also stared at Gu Mo with a bad face. What's wrong with this student? As teachers in top 10 colleges and universities, we were rejected? How could he, the swordsman, have the courage to refuse? If it weren't for the fact that the 3 schools of Aomu University, Shanghai University, and Beiyuan University in the national competition in the past 2 years have occupied the top 30 list of the competition, they would not have come to recruit a special swordsman. Gu Mo turned around and said, "What kind of trash are you? A rubbish who has only gone to college and is only 2nd tier is worthy of talking? You don't really think that you are the so-called Tianjiao when you enter Suan University, do you? For this special recruitment, the 2 parties are in an equal relationship. The conditions you gave did not satisfy me. Why should I join your school? How did a simple-minded person like you get into Suzhou Hangzhou University?" The student of Suan University immediately turned gloomy when he heard Gu Mo's words. "Am I trash? Being so arrogant just because of a citywide competition? Today I have to show you what real power is." Gu Mo said coldly. "What is real power to see and see? Just you?" Gu Mo slowly stretched out a finger at this moment. I can defeat you with one move." The student of Suan University sneered when he heard this. "Is it so arrogant after winning the first place in the city? Okay. Let's go to the training room to do some tricks." Several specially recruited teachers on the side did not stop after hearing this. This Gu Mo is so arrogant. Let the students of Suan University teach him a lesson. Let him know what it is. When he and others came to Linhai City for special recruitment, he already gave him a lot of face, but he still looked down on our schools. Principal Bai and Teacher Chen on the side were worried when they watched the 2 quarrel. The students who can enter Suan University are basically the top talents from all over the world. The worst must be an A-level professional. Gu Mo is still too pushy. Gu Mo, don't mess around here. Since you don't want to be recruited by these schools, then go back and prepare for tomorrow's college entrance examination. Why don't we wait until after Gu Mo's college entrance examination? I saw that the 3 special recruiters directly ignored the words of the principal Bai Chen. How dare a little headmaster intervene? Since you can't get this genius, it's better to destroy it. Luo Yunhai of Suan University said sarcastically at this time. You won't dare, will you? If you kneel down and kowtow to me now, then I'll let you go. Gu Mo smiled and said lightly, "Let's compete here, anyway. It's a matter of one move, why go so far?" Luo Yunhai of Suan University was furious when he saw Gu Mo's indifferent appearance. "Okay. Today, I have to show you, the frog at the bottom of the well, what a strong man is." While speaking, I saw that Luo Yunhai already had 2 pistols on his hands. A-level hidden occupation, magic gunner. Principal Bai Chen couldn't help being surprised when he saw the young man's starting style. Still a second-order powerhouse. If Gu Mo loses after a while, he must save Gu Mo as soon as possible. Don't let these people affect the Gu Mo college entrance examination. Several other special recruits immediately drew out the field and waited to see the good show of Gu Mo being beaten. I saw Gu Mo slowly took out the floating lightsaber. Zhang. Step forward. A dazzling sword light flashed away. Powerful sword intent pervades the VIP room. Before Luo Yunhai could react, Gu Mo turned into a sword light and cut off the long hair around his ears. Looking at Gu Mo, who was already behind him, Luo Yunhai broke out in a cold sweat. What? How could it be so fast? Several other recruiters were surprised. This speed. It is not something that a first-order professional can have. Is this the end? Bai Chen, the principal of Gu Mo, who was very worried at first, was relieved at this moment. No second-order professional at Suan University can match Gu Mo. Luo Yunhai of Suan University immediately said, "This test doesn't count. You didn't even call to start, why did you use the skill directly?" Gu Mo sneered and looked at Luo Yunhai, who was like a clown. "Okay, then do it again." Luo Yunhai immediately moved to a position more than 10 meters away. Boom! 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 Killing 10 bursts. The 2 guns in his hands directly sprayed bullets like fiery snakes. Gorgeous bullets all shot towards Gu Mo. The eyes of everyone present were also bright. It can actually make 10 bursts in an instant. This can only be done with a high degree of control over firearms. The strength of the students of Suan University is also not to be underestimated. Bug carving tricks. In Gu Mo's eyes, the speed of these bullets is just that. You have already cut off these bullets. Gu Mo didn't dodge at all. Slashed directly at this dense bullet. Blue dragon in the sleeve. The cyan light directly illuminates the entire VIP room. Zhang. Clank. These 10 bursts of bullets were instantly cut off by Gu Mo one by one. Each one was completely chopped in half. Gu Mo's footsteps did not stop at all, and a few sword lights directly slashed towards Luo Yunhai. Azure of 5 slashes. A sword light that was more powerful than a powerful sword instantly appeared in front of Luo Yunhai. Luo Yunhai's pupils shrank. Impossible. How could this person release such a powerful sword light? This speed can't be avoided at all. Seeing that the Azure of 5 slashes were about to hit Luo Yunhai. At this moment, the teachers of Suan University can't sit still. I just want to block these mighty sword lights. Immediately, with a big hand, I wanted to crush the sword light. However, the speed of this sword light is too fast. Even the 4th-level teacher of Suzhou and Hangzhou University just crushed the last 3 swords. The 2 sword lights in front slashed directly at Luo Yunhai. Boom! Luo Yunhai was directly knocked into the air by the huge impact of this sword light more than 10 meters away. A thick mouthful of blood spurted out of his mouth. Immediately fainted. Gu Mo shook his head and said, "Suan University? But that's it." The teacher of Suan University watched his student faint and said in a cold voice, "Principal Bai, is this how you teach students? The mind is so vicious. Today I will abolish you." At this time, the special recruits of the other 2 universities were also deeply shocked by Gu Mo's strength. The strength of this Gu Mo is unfathomable. Sure enough, the swordsman was an extremely powerful S-rank profession before the 3rd rank. Pity. Can't be promoted to Tier 3. Otherwise, based on the strength of the swordsman, even the top 3 universities will probably come to recruit Gu Mo. At this moment, the teachers of these 2 other schools started to recruit Gu Mo again. The first rank is so powerful, and when it reaches the second rank, it will definitely break the monopoly of the top 3 universities in the national competition. Wait a minute, this is a fair test. The students in your school are not as good as others. Your teacher will not bully the small, will you? Teacher of Suwon University, I think you should leave quickly to heal your students. Don't leave any sequelae. The teacher of Suwon University gave Gu Mo a cold look and snorted coldly. Very good. Gu Mo hopes you don't meet my students from Suzhou Hangzhou University during the national competition. He left Lenhai No. 3 Middle School with his students directly. Just as Gu Mo was about to leave, the other 2 teachers suddenly said, Gu Mo will leave again later. Our Jianxian University is willing to double the reward on the basis of the previous one, as long as you enter our Jianxian University. The teacher at Songjiang University also said anxiously at the moment. Gu Mo, our school is willing to give you another A-level swordsman skill book on the basis of Jianxian University. Gu Mo had no intention of joining these 2 schools after the 2 teachers just watched the competition between him and a second-order professional with a cold eye. You can enter the top 3 colleges and universities in the country just by your strength. Why should you give up the small and lose the big? And these few teachers over the past few days have not given themselves the slightest respect. These people just regard themselves as a tool person who enters the national competition and gets the ranking. And to be honest, these schools are not at the same level as the 3 universities in the top 3. Getting into these schools won't help you much later on. Gu Mo said sorry and left the VIP room. When teachers from Songjiang University and Jianxian University heard Gu Mo's words, their hearts were filled with anger. This is already the best condition offered to the special recruits. Actually, this Gu Mo is still so stubborn. Gu Mo, you have to think clearly. Step out of this door and you will lose admission to the next 7 schools in the top 10 universities. Even if your college entrance examination scores are good, none of our other 7 universities will admit you. Principal Bai Chen and Teacher Chen never imagined that these school teachers would not succeed in recruiting and start to threaten Gu Mo. If Gu Mo really walks out of this door, then unless the college entrance examination can enter the top 3 schools in the country, otherwise it will only enter the top 20 other schools. Gu Mo couldn't help but sneer when he heard this. I don't have to worry about what school Gu Mo can get into. Top 10 other schools? I don't want to go to Gu Mo. If you can't get into the top 3 schools in the country, it doesn't matter if you enter other schools. If you have a system, you will not be weaker than others. At this moment, the principal Bai Chen is also unusually disgusted with these special recruits who look down on others. Teachers, since Gu Mo wants to prove himself with his strength, please come back. At this moment, Gu Mo's rejection of top 10 college admissions has spread throughout the school. When these students heard the news, they immediately caused an uproar. Damn it, Gu Mo is worthy of being a big guy. If the top 10 university special recruit said he refused, he refused? If top 10 colleges and universities come to recruit me, I will enter immediately. Is this the confidence of powerful people? I'm envious. Gu Mo is too domineering. He refused to be recruited by top 10 universities. Another student on the side said mysteriously, You haven't heard of it? Gu Mo seems to have injured a second-order professional from Suwon University in one move. F***KU, a second-tier professional from Suwon University? You lost to Gu Mo with just one move? It's so scary. Gu Mo is going to hit the top 3 universities in the country. At this time, a student who claimed that his relative was the director also said. And it seems that at the special recruitment meeting, those teachers also threatened Gu Mo boss. If Gu Mo doesn't join their school, other schools in their 7-school league will not admit Gu Mo. F***K, so cruel? Laughing to death, I heard that Tian Jiao in the top 3 is still showing off in front of Gu Mo that he was specially recruited by a top 20 university. No, how dare Zhang Tao be shy in front of Gu Mo? At this time, Zhang Tao passed by these classmates with a gloomy face. Reject the special recruitment of top 10 colleges? If you offend the teachers of these schools, I see which other colleges dare to admit you. When I reach the 3rd rank, I will let all those who look down on me know that I am the first arrogant in the 3rd middle school. Day 2. Gu Mo got up early and went to the city gym. As soon as I got to the gym, I found a huge crowd. Every parent brought their children to the gym. Each session of the college entrance examination is the busiest time in the gym. Because every time the college entrance examination school will invite the immediate family members of the college entrance examination and other high school senior 2 students to the gymnasium to watch the live broadcast of the students' college entrance examination. And in this gymnasium, all the senior high school students in Linhai City have gathered. Gu Mo came to the queue of number 3 middle school alone. Xiao Luzhu has been out of sight for a few days because of something. As soon as Gu Mo entered the projection, he directly threw it on Gu Mo. F***K, Gu Mo is here. This is the first place in the city's competition? It really has an extraordinary temperament. I don't know if our Linhai City can surpass Shanghai City to win the first place this year. In the center of the gymnasium, a huge platform was also built, on which sat the director of the Education Bureau Yan Shuli and the principals of the city high school. Their eyes all looked in Gu Mo's direction. At this moment, the director of the Municipal Education Bureau, Yan Shuli, also smiled and said to Principal Bai next to him, "Old Bai, is this the genius from your school? I heard that he rejected the special recruit of the 7 Schools Alliance." Reject the special move of the 7 Schools Alliance. The principals of several other schools showed their surprised eyes when they heard this. If the students of their own school can get the special recruitment of the 7 School Alliance, they would be eager to enter directly. I didn't expect that someone would refuse the special move. Principal Bai Chen also said with a smile on his face at the moment. Young man is ignorant, he wants to enter other universities by his own strength. The other principals were stunned when they saw Yan Shuli, who was smiling. Is this the unsmiling Director Yan I know? Yan Shuli stared at Gu Mo with admiration in his eyes and said, "Yes, young people have to work hard. This time we are also very optimistic about Gu Mo in the bureau. I'm relying on these little guys this year. I hope to produce a good seedling." At this moment, the other principals also saw that Director Yan was very optimistic about Gu Mo, and all looked at Bai Chen enviously. "Old Bai, you picked up a good seedling. Congratulations. It's not like there is only one Chen in our school that can be reused." Just as everyone was talking, the invigilator on the side stood up. "It's almost time. Then start entering the dungeon." Saying that, the invigilator directly took out the space-time locator in his hand. A powerful magic power bloomed on his body. Boom! A space-time crack emitting a faint blue light suddenly appeared in the very center of the gymnasium. Gu Mo watched the appearance of time and space, and the corners of his mouth twitched slightly. It's finally about to start. Afterwards, each teacher will send the talisman, calculate the points, and detect the wristbands of the screen. At this moment, a young man in a robe in the crowd of number 1 walked towards Gu Mo. "You are Gu Mo? I, Chen, today will make you understand that it is useless to opportunistically. Today I will let you know who is the number 1 in Linhai. Where is this middle schooler from? Opportunity? How did I take the chance?" Gu Mo was instantly numb when he heard Chen's words. Why is someone trying to provoke me every time? Do you think that if you choose a strong swordsman in the early stage, you will be able to enter the top 3 colleges and universities in the country? Today I will let you know that fighting skills are more important than attributes. Good guy, it turned out to be because I chose a swordsman who was basically invincible in the early stage and said I was opportunistic? Strong up front? No, I can stay strong forever. Gu Mo looked at the second teenager in front of him with a slight smile and turned sideways into the crack of time and space. A row of light blue fonts appeared in front of him. First order copy, Tower of Purgatory. Level, Bronze. Number of people, less than 5 people can enter. Please select the difficulty of entry, Normal, Elite, Boss, Hell. I choose to enter the Tower of Purgatory on Hell difficulty alone. Boom. At this time, the space-time crack suddenly exudes a powerful coercion. Dungeon tip: Professional Gu Mo has chosen to enter the Purgatory Tower Hell difficulty alone, and the level has been adjusted to Platinum level. As the pressure dissipated, Gu Mo's figure had already entered the copy. The invigilator on the side was shocked when he felt the pressure. Gu Mo chose Hell difficulty? In previous years, none of these senior high school students in Linhai dared to enter the Dungeon of Hell difficulty alone. It is impossible to clear the Tower of Purgatory on Hell difficulty even if it is an S-rank occupation. If it is the Hell difficulty of other first-order dungeons, there is still a little hope for the S-class occupation to clear the customs. But this is the Tower of Purgatory. The hardest copy of the First Order. Young man, it's too reckless. The students on the side were shocked when they heard that Gu Mo was going to enter the Tower of Purgatory on Hell difficulty alone. Damn it, Gu Mo really wants to enter the Tower of Purgatory on Hell difficulty alone? The death rate of the Tower of Purgatory on Hell difficulty is as high as 90%. The monsters inside are extremely fast, and they may have been killed before using the teleportation charm. The cat demon on Hell difficulty feels terrible just thinking about it. Principal Bai Chen led many students to enter the copy of the college entrance examination, and of course he knew what the coercion of this copy meant. Enter the Hell copy alone. The mobs inside are equivalent to elite level. There are as many as 200 mobs on the first floor of the Tower of Purgatory. There was no smile on his face at this moment, and he stared nervously at the projection screen. On the contrary, Director Yin on the side frowned when he saw Gu Mo entering the Tower of Purgatory on Hell difficulty. Why is this Gu Mo so reckless? Doesn't he know how powerful the boss on the last floor of the Tower of Purgatory is? In the past, Tianjiao, who challenged the Tower of Purgatory, was basically beheaded by the Beastmaster on the 3rd floor. Although the attributes of monsters in Hell difficulty are improved, the relative killing of one monster in it is equivalent to the points of 10 monsters in the Elite Dungeon. Generally, if you want to enter the top 3 universities in the country, you must either complete the boss-level dungeon with a single person, or clear the Hell-level dungeon with 5 people and then look at the performance for admission. But the Hell difficulty of the Tower of Purgatory has never been chosen by anyone. If you are lucky enough to pass the first 2 levels, the Beastmaster on the 3rd level is extremely powerful. Even a boss-level Purgatory Tower usually requires the cooperation of 5 A-level professionals to kill it. At this moment, Gu Mo's single entry into the Hell-level dungeon surprised everyone. At this moment, Yichen already thinks that Gu Mo is a person who doesn't know how high the sky is because of his attributes and swordsman profession. Hell difficulty. Oh, this Gu Mo doesn't know the horror of regional difficulty? Since you dare to enter alone, then I, Yichen, will definitely not fall under you. Having said that, Yichen also directly entered the Tower of Purgatory of regional difficulty alone. At this moment, Chen Qingyue also chose to enter the dungeon of the Hell-level Purgatory Tower alone. Seeing that the 3 of them entered the dungeon of the Hell level before and after, the rest of the students were shocked. In previous years, basically no one dared to enter the Hell-level dungeon in the college entrance examination, let alone enter it alone. Seeing that the top 3 of the city's big competition all entered the Hell-level dungeon alone, there was no smile on Director Yan's face. Why are these 3 so confused? Isn't it fragrant to enter the boss-level copy? As long as a single person clears the customs, there is a high chance of entering the top 3 schools in the country. Shanghai University. Inside the office of the Dean of the Weapons Academy. What was projected on the projector was exactly the picture when Gu Mo entered the dungeon of Hell. Seeing this man in black directly stood up. What's the matter with this kid? How can I enter such a dangerous dungeon alone? Wei Xuening, the dean of the Weapons Academy on the side, was also looking at the man in black beside him with interest. Isn't that similar to you? Didn't you directly enter the dungeon of hell by yourself? The man in black gave Wei Xuening a direct glance. You promised, as long as Gu Mo can rank in the top 3 in Shanghai, you will let him join your academy. I'll need you to take care of Gu Mo in the future. Wei Xuening looked at the man in black helplessly. Wait until you reach the 6th rank and turn 2 before you go to Beicheng. There are too many high-level professionals in Beicheng. Inside the Tower of Purgatory copy. Gu Mo's eyes went dark, and after a while, he came to this copy of the Tower of Purgatory. Dungeon Introduction. The terrifying Tower of Purgatory is filled with all kinds of alien beasts, and the intelligence of the alien beasts is much higher than that of ordinary alien beasts. Ordinary first-order professionals will enter a little carelessly. Die. Professionals, please be careful. Dungeon Mission 1. Kill all the alien beasts, 0/200, on the first floor of the Tower of Purgatory, and gain 10 W experience points. Dungeon Mission 2. Kill all the exotic beasts on the second floor of the Tower of Purgatory, 0/30, and kill to get 20 W experience points. Dungeon Task 3. Kill the Ultimate Beastmaster, 0/1, on the third floor of the Tower of Purgatory, and kill to get 100 W experience points. Hiss. Seeing the luxurious task of the copy, Gu Mo's eyes lit up. How could the rewards given by this hell-level copy be so luxurious? Completing a task must reward at least 10 W experience points. As long as you can clear this dungeon, I am afraid that you will be able to upgrade to the second order. Gu Mo slowly took out the floating lightsaber in his hand. In the past few days, Gu Mo madly killed monsters in the inner circle of the Beimeng Mountains and saved a lot of money. Then Gu Mo squandered all the money and bought a few silver-level weapons again, and the attributes were all enhanced with spellcasting speed. At this moment, the floating lightsaber has been able to increase the power by an additional 160 points, and the casting speed has been increased to 100%. The power of Kendo has increased by 70%. I hope this dungeon can explode a little gold-level or platinum-level weapons. After Gu Mo put on the goblin mask, he looked around carefully. What caught the eye was a pile of uneven stone pillars. And behind these pillars are several cat demons with cold eyes. Hidden Cat Demon. Template, Elite. Level 1 and level 10. Skills, Quick Thrust, Sneak, Bite. Description: the cat demon that has been strengthened by the Tower of Purgatory has extremely sharp claws and a top speed among first-order demon beasts. Possessing the technique of stealth is a good assassin. Is this the hell difficulty? The mobs alone are elite level. And it's still a first-order great perfection monster. I don't know how much experience this monster can provide. Gu Mo did not hesitate to flash towards these cat demons. Tread the Wind. Sword Curse. The Hidden Cat Demon also discovered the existence of Gu Mo at this moment. Several cat demons rushed directly towards Gu Mo. Quick Thrust. The cat demon's sharp claws, glowing with cold light, were grabbing towards Gu Mo like lightning. They are extremely fast. But Gu Mo's speed is also as high as 500 points thanks to the goblin mask and the floating lightsaber. Gu Mo turned to his side lightly, picked up his sword and directly killed him. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 20-level elite Hidden Cat Demon. The killing contribution is 100% and the experience value is x 2000, and the experience value x 500 is additionally obtained by single-playing the team dungeon. 2005 experience points. Gu Mo was overjoyed, but his movements did not stop because of the system prompt. The Hidden Cat Demon directly activates the lurking skills, trying to attack Gu Mo in vain. Several shadows shot directly in the direction of Gu Mo. Gu Mo's toes lightly tapped, and it turned into a cannonball and rushed forward. Several silver lights appeared from the floating lightsaber. All 4 cat demons died under Gumo's sword. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 20-level elite hidden cat demon. The killing contribution is 100%, and the experience value is X2000, and the experience value X500 is additionally obtained by single-playing the team dungeon. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 20-level elite hidden cat demon. The killing contribution is 100%, and the experience value is X2000, and the experience value X500 is additionally obtained by single-playing the team dungeon. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 20-level elite hidden cat demon. The killing contribution is 100%, and the experience value is X2000, and the experience value X500 is additionally obtained by single-playing the team dungeon. Elite monsters? That's it? At this moment, the projection is capturing the scene where Gumo easily kills the enemy. The teachers and students in the gym exclaimed, F***K, Senior Gumo killed these cat demons so easily? It seems that Gumo-senpai didn't use his attack skills at all. This is really an elite cat demon? Why does it feel so stretched? Is this the strength of our first Tianjiao and Linhai? Crushing these cat demons is known for their speed just by relying on their attributes? At this moment, Gumo's graceful figure and peerless face with sword eyebrows and star eyes have been deeply imprinted in the hearts of the audience present. Are all swordsmen so handsome? Director Yin on the jury couldn't help clapping his hands when he saw this scene. Beautiful. Solved the siege of 5 elite cat demons so easily. Principal Bai also breathed a sigh of relief in his heart. It seems that as long as Gumo is more careful, these monsters on the first floor can't escape the sword in his hands. P.S. Thank you for the urging of the gentleman. Thank you for the flowers and evaluation votes cast by other people. Thank you for your support. 5 monsters have more than 10,000 experience points. Maybe if you kill the first tier monsters, you can be promoted to the second tier. Gumo directly accelerated his pace and walked towards the inside of the muddy path. After a while, Gumo discovered the camp where the monsters gathered. There are at least 20 or 30 monsters here. The hidden cat demon, the huge Tauren, and the goblin with the staff. Rabid Tauren. Template, Elite. Level 1 and level 10. Skills, Giant Axe Slash, Bull Headbutt, Roar. Description: the Tauren strengthened by the Tower of Purgatory is twice the size of the ordinary Tauren, and its strength has also been significantly enhanced, often appearing in the Tower of Purgatory together with goblins. Goblin Ritual. Template, Elite. Level 1 and level 10. Skills, Healing, Galloping, Fireball, Mass Berserk. Description: the goblin priest who was strengthened by the Purgatory Tower and mastered 4 powerful spells at the same time. He often appears with the Tauren. If you encounter it, please kill it first. Otherwise, it will make you feel hopeless with 3 buffs. A dozen cat demons. 7 rampage Tauren. Plus 5 goblin sacrifice. This combination must have output and must have healing gain and healing gain. We must get rid of these goblin priests quickly. Gumo quietly cast a sword spell and Wind Treader on himself. It turned into a sword light and rushed towards this camp. Azura 5 slashes. 5 terrifying sword lights turned into a sword rainbow and slashed at the goblin priest standing on the sacrificial platform. The sound of breaking the air directly woke up the resting beast. Zhang! 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 In the blink of an eye, the 5 sword lights hit the goblin priest with precision and accuracy. There is no deviation. Instant kill. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a level 20 elite goblin priest. The killing contribution is 100%, and the experience value is X2000, and the experience value X500 is additionally obtained for single-playing the team dungeon. At this moment, the audience outside the venue raised their throats when they saw Gumo rushing into the monster camp. When the sword light accurately and directly killed the goblin sacrifice, the audience exclaimed, "Damn it, Gu-Mo must have a distance of 30 meters to release his skills, right? The accuracy is incredible. Didn't you find that the swordsman profession is so handsome? Swordsman has both short-range and long-range attacks, YYDS. At this time, the teacher of the professional gunslinger couldn't help but sigh. After such a long distance to kill the goblin priest accurately, this Gu-Mo would be even more terrifying if he chose the gunsling profession. This is definitely the most talented professional I've ever seen. If you guys can reach this level in a month, I'll wake up laughing from my dreams. At this moment, more than 30 monsters all looked in the direction where Gu-Mo was. The scarlet eyes are terrifying. With a roar from another goblin priest, the hidden cat demon turned into a shadow and killed it directly at Gu-Mo. The violent Tauren also took the giant axe and rushed towards Gu-Mo angrily. Its huge size directly makes the earth tremble. The goblin priest holds his scepter high. One after another red light appeared on the bodies of the hidden cat demon and the violent Tauren. With the violent buff, the speed of these monsters has been directly increased by half. Gu-Mo did not panic in the face of the attack of dozens of monsters. Slowly pick up the floating lightsaber. There are several sword lights cut out. It slashed firmly on the hidden cat demon who came by surprise. I just heard the scream of the hidden cat demon and died on the spot. Then Gu-Mo murmured a spell. With the blessing of the floating lightsaber's 100% casting speed, Gu-Mo instantly put a buff on himself that increases damage and speed. Kill. Gu-Mo stomped on his toes and rushed towards these dozens of monsters. Zhang. 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 Hidden cat demon's sharp cat scratches madly grabbed Gu-Mo. But they were all blocked by Gu-Mo using the floating lightsaber. A blue light pierced the sky. Blue dragon in the sleeve. Several hidden cat demons were directly beheaded. Gu-Mo walked towards the violent Tauren in a leisurely manner. Every time you take a step, a hidden cat demon falls to the ground. The system prompts the ringtone crazily in Gu-Mo's mind. The violent Tauren slashed directly at Gu-Mo with an axe. Gu-Mo slipped quietly behind it. Step forward. A sword light pierced directly through the furious Tauren's armor. Pierced its chest. Every time, Gu-Mo kills a monster with one sword, which makes the healing art of the goblin sacrifice impossible to use at all. At this moment, the screen projection is picturesque. One after another scarlet blood spurted out from the monster. No monster can stop Gu-Mo's footsteps. Gu-Mo, one person and one sword, slowly walked towards the monster camp. All the audience present were silent when they saw this violent and aesthetic picture. Is this still a first-order professional? Why is there an indescribable indifference on Gu-Mo's body? Is this what a top professional should have? Nothing can be solved with a single sword. This is a complete one-sided slaughter. At this time, several huge fireballs condensed directly on the scepter of the goblin sacrifice. Boom! The blazing huge fireball rushed towards Gu-Mo in an instant. Gu-Mo's pupils shrank. Aren't these goblin priests afraid of hurting the violent Tauren beside me? If these fireball techniques hit, I am afraid that I will be seriously injured. Step forward. Gu-Mo directly turned into a sword light and locked a few violent Tauren in the distance. Directly used the Tauren as a springboard to escape those terrifying fireball techniques. Zhang. 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 A few sword lights flashed, and the Tauren's huge body fell directly. As the Tauren fell, the earth even trembled. The smoke and dust directly filled the entire copy screen. Good chance. Gu-Mo directly took advantage of the smoke to interfere with the sight of the goblin sacrifice, and directly drove the floating lightsaber to slash at the goblin sacrifice. Zhang. 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 I saw the floating light sword rushing towards the goblin sacrifice at the speed of light. The speed is so fast that the surrounding smoke and dust can be dissipated. By the time the goblin priest reacted, the sword light had already cut its head. Don't wait for the goblin priest to cast the spell. Several goblin priests fell under Gumo's sword. After beheading the goblin ritual, Gumo waved his hand, and the floating lightsaber returned to Gumo's hand. This operation is not sloppy, and it is completed in just 1 second. All the audience at the scene held their breath. They were all stunned by Gumo's manipulation. The art of imperial objects. That can only be performed by third-order professionals relying on strong mental power and related techniques. When Gumo killed all the monsters in the camp, there was a burst of exclamation at the scene. F***K, the swordsman can still control the sword? Mom asked me why I was kneeling on the ground to watch. I seem to have seen sword immortals in film and television works hundreds of years ago. It's totally a violent aesthetic. The breeze blew the long hair left by Gumo, and with Gumo's extremely handsome face, it directly captured the hearts of the girls present. Even the boys present couldn't help but sigh that this trick is really handsome. Comparable to the film and television masterpiece. This scene can't even be filmed in a film and television drama. Even the invigilators who are used to fighting between Tier 3 and Tier 4 powerhouses couldn't help but applaud. This is definitely the most talented student I've ever met since proctoring. This art of controlling objects is simply incredible. The invigilator can't wait to open Gumo's attribute panel to see how strong this student's attributes are to support this magical imperial art. Director Yin stood up abruptly, and now he has no intention of blaming Gumo for being reckless. The first floor of this dungeon is basically a camp monster with this configuration. Gumo solved it so easily, then the first layer is definitely no problem. As long as the first level is cleared, the points obtained are already firmly in the top 20 colleges and universities. Okay. I underestimate this Gumo. He is not reckless. He is confident in his own strength. Gumo's heart also showed a touch of joy. This wave of monsters directly brought him more than 60,000 experience points. Another level up. Congratulations to the professional who has been promoted to the 1st and 7th levels. Gumo also added points according to the method of 20 strength, 10 constitution, 10 speed, and 10 mental strength. The spiritual power value directly reached the 10,000 mark. Gumo's footsteps did not stop in the slightest. Go straight to the depths of this muddy path. As usual, the monsters in the following 5 camps were easily solved by Gumo. Tread the wind. Step forward. Azure of 5 slashes. Endless sword light shines on the first floor of the Tower of Purgatory. Slash, slash, stab. Every move is flawless. Every shot means the system beheading bell rings. Director Yan's mouth at the moment was so surprised that he couldn't close his mouth. Elegant. It's so elegant. There is no other movement in every move. Every move can kill you in one hit. Gumo's experience point at the moment is enough to upgrade to the 2nd order. Killing these 200 monsters directly contributed 500,000 experience points to Gumo. Congratulations to the professional for completing the dungeon task 1, killing all the alien beasts, 200/200, on the first floor of the Tower of Purgatory, and gaining 10 W experience points. Because professional Gumo kills 200 elite-level alien beasts with 100% damage contribution, he will gain an additional 10 W experience points. The system bell appears again. Get 200,000 experience points again. System upgrade. A burst of golden light appeared directly on Gumo. Congratulations to the professional who has been promoted to the 1st and 8th level. Congratulations to the professional who has been promoted to the 1st and 9th level. Congratulations to the professional who has been promoted to the 2nd level. Finally reached the 2nd level. You can get 100 free attribute points reward directly by upgrading the 2nd level S-level career by 1 level. As the level increases, the gap between professionals of different levels will only get bigger and bigger. If only a B-level professional is promoted to 1 level in the 2nd level, he will only get 30 attribute points. The attribute points obtained by the S-rank professional are 3 times that of the B-rank professional. System prompt: congratulations to the host for successfully upgrading to Tier 2, and get the system reward S-level skill upgrade card X2. Congratulations to the professional who has been promoted to the 2nd rank, obtained the 2nd rank swordsman A-rank skill, the technique of raising swords, and obtained X100 attribute points. S-rank skill upgrade card. Still 2. Also get an A-level skill. The reward for upgrading to Tier 2 this time is too luxurious. Gumo's eyes lit up when he saw these rewards. S-level skill upgrade card. Quality: orange. Effect: after use, A-level skills can be upgraded to S-level. Gumo couldn't help but hesitate when he looked at the skills on his character panel. Among the A-level skills that I use the most now, Wuxian 1 sword, Azura 5 slashes, and step forward slash. Huaxia must be upgraded. After hesitating for a moment, Gumo directly used this S-rank skill upgrade card for step forward. If Jianxian is upgraded to S-level single damage enough, there is a lack of a skill that can quickly clear monsters. System prompt: congratulations to the host who has been upgraded to S-rank. System prompt: congratulations to the host Jianxian has been upgraded to S-rank. Step forward slash S-grade turns itself into a sword light, quickly dashes towards the enemy and delivers a fatal blow. The damage is increased by 200%, and it consumes 100 points of spiritual power. It will increase if it is used again within 5 seconds. 50% damage, consumption increases by 100%, and spiritual power will be returned after beheading the enemy. What the hell? Gumo was shocked to see this property. The S-level front slash not only increases the power by 100%, but also returns the spiritual power after killing the enemy. This is simply harvesting magic. Now I can completely turn into a happy man, and I am truly happy. Then Gumo looked at the attributes of Jianxian again. Wuxian 1 sword, S-grade, consume all of your own spiritual power and slash to deal real damage of X 10 times the current spiritual power value. 1 sword can destroy gods and immortals. The damage of Wuxian's sword has been increased by 5 times again. And after using it, there is no negative effect of having attribute points. With Wuxian's sword combined with the sword heart and the effect of the sword spell, he can instantly deal real damage of X 30 times the spiritual power value. With his current spiritual power value of 12,500, he can directly deal 370,000 real damage when he is full. Terrible. The effect of the S-level skill upgrade card given by this system is too powerful. Sword raising technique, a grade, use your own sword energy to cultivate the spiritual sword. As long as you don't swing your sword, the power of your next sword swing will increase by 100% every day. This skill is not bad. If you don't use the spirit sword for 10 days, you can achieve 10 times the damage. I don't know how powerful it is with Wuxian's sword. And there is no limit to this sword raising technique. Then Gumo added the 250 attribute points he had obtained in the form of 100 strength, 100 constitution, and 50 mental strength. My current speed is enough, so I didn't add any points to it. After sorting out the rewards, Gumo came to the portal on the 1st floor. He stepped directly into the 2nd floor of the Tower of Purgatory. Principal Bai Chen was stunned when he saw that Gumo went directly to the next level dungeon without resting at all. Gumo, he doesn't restore his spiritual power. Just killed 200 elite monsters and displayed so many skills. Director Yin was also heartbroken at the moment and said, "Old Bai, how does your school teach students? This is going to the next level without restoring the spiritual power value. What if the spiritual power value is not enough? Those monsters on the 2nd floor are all boss level templates. If you are not careful, you will die. Every college entrance examination candidate is strictly checked for storage space before entering the copy of the college entrance examination. Basically, those talismans and gain potions can't be carried on the body. And the soul returning potion can only carry 5 bottles of the most common soul returning potion. The audience outside the field has been conquered by Gumo's heroic skills. They all said worriedly, "Senior Gumo is now entering the next level dungeon? Upgrading won't restore spiritual power. Is Gumo so brave? I heard that the monsters on the second floor of the Purgatory Tower on Hell difficulty are boss-level templates. I've seen it in textbooks. As long as the professionals enter these monsters, they will directly attack the professionals." Inside the office of the Dean of Shanghai University. When Wei Shiwening saw that Gumo entered the second floor without rest, he shook his head and said, "This Gumo is too reckless. Those monsters on the second floor are not comparable to the monsters on the first floor. Just a second-tier Knight Elvis is enough to kill him. I'm afraid he doesn't have much spiritual power left." The man in black on the side smiled slightly, not at all worried that Gumo would fall on the second floor. That night, she saw Gumo kill the Master Guild Hall and everyone in the Li family with her own eyes. Killing 40 or 50 people in a row also included 2 second-order and 1 third-order powerhouse, and he did not recover his spiritual power. You'll know why he didn't return his spiritual power and went directly to the second floor. As soon as Gumo entered the second floor of the Tower of Purgatory, he found a pair of scarlet eyes staring at him in the dark night. Immediately throw out a few exploration techniques. Dark Knight Elvis. Template, BOSS. Level 2 and Level 5. Skills, Great Shadow Technique, Critical Strike, 9 Lives of Tanuki. Description: after being strengthened by the Tower of Purgatory, the King of Cat Demons is extremely fast and visible to the naked eye, and has 9 lives. He is an extremely difficult monster. Have 9 lives? Second and 5th level monsters, should you be able to slash in seconds? King of Tauren. Template, BOSS. Level 2 and Level 5. Skills, Ground Trample, Furious Roar, Tauren Ecstasy. Description: the King of Tauren, after being strengthened by the Tower of Purgatory, his attributes will be enhanced every time an ally dies. There is absolutely no chance of surviving being hit by him. Tauren Ecstasy? Good guy, this skill is outrageous. Even the death of an ally will increase his attributes? Then Gumo looked at the cool-clad humanoid monster in the distance. Frost Witch. Template, BOSS. Level 2 and Level 5. Skills, Freezing, Slowing, Frost Field. Description: the Frost Witch who was strengthened by the Tower of Purgatory often appears with the Flame Witch. She has a powerful ice talent. If you are hit by her spell, write your last words. Flame Witch. Template, BOSS. Level 2 and Level 5. Skills, Blazing Fire, Incarnation of Fire, Flame Domain. Description: the Flaming Witch enhanced by the Tower of Purgatory often appears with the Frost Witch. She is the darling of the fire department. Her flame can burn the soul. 2 mage monsters. Look how scary this introduction is. Burning your soul and writing your last words when you are frozen? Kill the 4 witches of this type first. Gumo slowly drew out the floating lightsaber from his waist. A chilling light should shine on Gumo's face. Zhang. 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 It was too late. Gumo directly turned into a sword light and rushed to the witch in the distance. Step forward. Gumo walks directly among the monsters. At this moment, Gumo has turned into a sword light and slashed a dozen times. Directly use the nearby Knight Elvis and the Tauren King as a springboard to kill the Frost Witch holding a staff. One after another dark green blood appeared in the sword light. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 25th level boss Tauren King. The killing contribution is 100% and the experience value is X40,000 and the experience value X10,000 is additionally obtained for single playing the team dungeon. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing the 25th level boss Tauren King. The killing contribution is 100%, and the experience value is x40,000, and the experience value x10,000 is additionally obtained for single playing the team dungeon. System tip. Congratulations to the host for killing the 25th level boss Tauren King. The killing contribution is 100%, and the experience value is x40,000, and the experience value x10,000 is additionally obtained for single playing the team dungeon. Killing a boss monster can earn 50,000 experience points. There are 30 boss level monsters here. That's 1.5 million experience points. And the Night Cat Demon who was beheaded by Gumo's sword light has already climbed up again at this moment. Reflexively, they rushed towards Gumo. One after another cat demon phantoms appeared in the copy. The speed is so fast that the naked eye can't catch it at all. But Gumo, who turned into a sword light, was faster at this time. When the Frost Witch and the Flame Witch saw Gumo rushing in, they also cast spells together. A cold light that froze the world appeared around the Frost Witch. The terrifying flames are also floating in front of the Flame Witch at this moment, killing directly towards Gumo. Ordinary flames are only red, but this weird flame is purple. The high temperature it carries directly evaporates the moisture in the air. Gumo's pupils shrank and immediately cut out 5 sword lights. Azure of 5 slashes. Boom! 2 powerful skills collided and made a harsh explosion sound. Gumo's footsteps did not stop. Blue dragon in the sleeve. A burst of blue light shone, and the Frost Witch's barrier was instantly broken. Zhang! 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 Gumo, who turned into a sword light, directly cut off the heads of the 4 witches. Those 4 witches who took pleasure in killing humans never thought they would be killed so quickly. There was a trace of fear in their eyes. How can this human be so strong? The crisp system ringtone appeared in Gumo's ears. When the audience at the scene saw Gumo unilaterally slaughtering the boss-level second-order monster, they were shocked to the point of being speechless. Is this really a second-order boss-level monster? Just looking at the purple flames made me terrified. I didn't expect Gumo to block it with a sword. And Gumo's speed is too fast. It turned into a sword light directly. Such a powerful Night Elvis and Tauren King can't stop Gumo's footsteps. If it were me, I'd probably be killed by that Night Elvis. Gumo's killing hasn't stopped yet. One after another sword light swam beside the King of several Tauren. In the picture, only Elvis Presley and the King of Tauren can be seen standing blankly on the spot waiting to die. Why is this human being so fast? This human is definitely the fastest man I've ever seen. Gumo's speed is so fast that they can't defend at all. A smear of blood splattered on the body of the Tauren King. At this moment, the second floor of the Tower of Purgatory has become a performance by Gumo alone. In just a few tens of seconds, only the Night Elvis group with 9 lives remained in the second layer dungeon. The corners of Gumo's mouth twitched slightly. 9 lives, cat demon? See if you can take my swords. Zhang! 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 Gumo instantly turned into a sword light and killed the group of Night Elvis. Only one after another dazzling sword light appeared in the copy. In an instant, dozens of sword lights slashed towards Elvis in the dark night. With a sword cut, the Night Elvis was resurrected from the state of death again and again. Even at the back, Elvis Presley immediately started running around. With this killing god, 9 lives are not enough. The terrified monster roared in the copy. The audience watched the mighty Night Elvis flee frantically just now, and they were shocked to the point of being speechless. In this way, Gumo turned into a sword light and killed these Night Elvis again and again, and then the Night Elvis climbed up again and again. In the end, finally these Night Elvis were completely killed by Gumo. A crisp and pleasant bell rang. Congratulations to the professional for completing the dungeon task 1, killing all boss-level exotic beasts, 30/30ths, on the second floor of the Tower of Purgatory, and killing 20 W points of experience. Because Professional Gu Mo killed 30 boss-level alien beasts with 100% damage contribution, he gained an additional 20 W experience points. At this moment, the experience value on Gu Mo has reached 260. It will cost 1 million experience points to upgrade to the second level. Level up. Congratulations to the professional who has been promoted to the second level and obtained 100 attribute points. A burst of golden light appeared around Gu Mo's body. The attribute points were added again in the form of 60 strength, 20 constitution, and 20 mental strength. The audience saw Gu Mo beheading these boss-level second-order monsters like cutting vegetables, and they stood up and cheered for Gu Mo. Gu Mo, male god, you are my god. Just ask if you don't understand, is this really a boss-level boss? Night Elvis heard that you have 9 lives? Then Gu Mo will kill you 9 times. The second floor is over so soon? Then Gu Mo looked at the place where the monster died just now. I saw that the monster corpse became illusory like a shredded piece. Pieces of equipment glowing with silver light appeared where their corpses were just now. Among them, there are several pieces of equipment glowing with golden light. Gu Mo was overjoyed. 30 boss-level monsters basically exploded their equipment by relying on the S-level lucky drop skills. It has gold-level equipment. Gu Mo feels like he has put these 30 pieces of equipment into the storage space. But he was still slow. The audience at the scene held their breaths when they saw the dozens of pieces of equipment on the ground glowing with silver and golden light. F***K, I don't have dazzling eyes, do I? The lowest explosives are all silver-level equipment. There are also a few gold-level equipment. Sure enough, it's cool to have a copy. These equipments must be worth at least tens of millions. A piece of gold-level equipment is worth tens of millions. Not to mention that this is still at a price and no market. Entering the copy of the college entrance examination is worth over 10 million instantly. Even Director Yin, who is in a high position, said with a slightly trembling voice at this moment. Just, all the equipment on the ground just now was exploded? There are at least 20 pieces of it. There are even gold-level equipment. Principal Bai on the side was also shocked by Gu Mo's amazing explosion rate and said intermittently, "If I'm not mistaken, it should be so much equipment. How high is Gu Mo's explosion rate?" Everyone became sour when they saw this scene. Others are cautious when entering the copy of the college entrance examination. Gu Mo entered the dungeon to purchase equipment. The sharp-eyed audience directly said an even more surprising news. Didn't you find it? Every boss-level monster killed by Gu Mo has exploded and equipped. Could it be that the explosion rate of this hell-level copy is so high? No, doesn't it mean that the higher the level of the monster, the better the explosion, but the explosion rate will be extremely low? Inside the office of the Dean of Shanghai University, Wei Xuening, who was still leaning lazily on the chair, was too shocked to speak at this moment. Are you all so fierce? A high school student who has only changed jobs for a month actually cuts the second-order boss like a vegetable. And is his mana unlimited? Even a Tier 3 professional can't stand him using his skills like this. And his explosion rate is too high. 100% explosion rate? The man in black on the side was also surprised when he saw a bunch of equipment from Gu Mo, and then said proudly, "How is it? With Gu Mo's level and luck, it's more than enough to enter your Shanghai University, right?" Gu Mo didn't stop after killing the monsters on the second floor. Go directly to the spacetime crack in the copy. At this moment, the stadium's projection screen suddenly changed the channel. A bloody scene appeared directly on the screen. When the 5 students faced the monsters in the camp, they were directly killed by the hidden cat demon. Not even a chance to use a teleportation charm. The expressions of the audience in the stadium changed greatly. F***K, why is this hidden cat demon so strong? Is there a casualty situation? This hidden cat demon is too fast. These students are also first order. They died without even reacting. This made the audience have a profound understanding of the cruelty of the copy of the college entrance examination. There is nothing more impressive than the face of death. A little carelessness will kill you. This is also what the auditors want to tell these live audiences to understand. The college entrance examination is not a child's play, but something that really needs to be taken seriously. At this time, the screen image changes again. On the screen, it was impressively displayed that Jianxian, the first day of the first high school, was fighting against a hidden cat demon. I saw that he could only withstand the attack of the hidden cat demon. Boom! The hidden cat demon turned into a shadow and tore off Jianxian's arm like a ghost. This bloody scene directly made the timid man cover his eyes. Is this the true strength of the hidden cat demon in hell difficulty? Even the first genius of number 1 middle school is no match for this hidden cat demon? Hey, how terrifying the strength of Guimo is. Just now, he killed this first layer monster with a single sword. At this time, the audience outside the field realized how terrifying the strength of Guimo. Even a first-tier genius would have to pay the price of a broken arm when facing such a powerful hidden cat demon. Jianxian had to crush the teleportation talisman and send out the copy. He looked apologetically at the teacher standing in front of the copy. I'm sorry, teacher, I shouldn't have chosen a dungeon of hell difficulty. I shouldn't be angry with that Guimo. The teacher of the rocket class in the middle school immediately used the healing technique to stabilize Jianxian's injury, and then sighed and said, Hey! Entering the boss level dungeon alone with your strength will also have the opportunity to enter the top 3 schools in the country. You are too self-motivated. Not everyone is Guimo. Guimo? Jianxian's eyes were full of doubts. The teacher of the rocket class was also afraid of attacking Jianxian, so he didn't say any more. Just when the screen was showing other students' tough duels. The audience below didn't want it. Guimo is now entering the critical period of encountering the boss on the 3rd floor. Why did he change the channel? Change the channel. Change the channel. I want to see my Guimo male god. What kind of broken invigilator? To change the college entrance examination screen of other players at a critical moment? At this moment, Director Yan's face darkened when he saw the invigilator changing the platform. This is the most critical moment. Guimo has already cleared 2 levels in a row. As long as the 3rd floor doesn't die, with his performance in the first 2 floors, he has a very good chance of being admitted to the top 3 colleges and universities in the country. It is even possible to become the provincial champion of Shanghai province. Linhai City has never had a provincial champion. If Guimo can become the provincial champion, his position can also be moved up. Originally, Director Yan had planned to work in Linhai until he was old, but he did not expect a peerless genius like Guimo to appear in this college entrance examination. Let him see the hope of rising. Director Yan immediately used the power of his own director. Invigilator. Quickly switch the screen to Guimo's picture. The pictures of these student casualties will be released after the Guimo battle is over. The picture of the boss battle on the 3rd floor of hell difficulty is extremely precious. The invigilator had no choice but to switch the screen back to Guimo's interface. At this moment, Jianxian couldn't help but be stunned when he saw the space-time crack in the picture. Has the 1st floor been opened? Is Guimo really that powerful? While I was still fighting against the hidden cat demon, he had already killed 200 monsters on the 1st floor? Next to it is the same classmate who failed to break through the barrier early and said with envy, You take a good look. Guimo has already killed 30 boss-level monsters on the 2nd floor. Now he's going to the 3rd floor to fight the final boss. What? Jianxian's face changed greatly. The 3rd floor. The gap between yourself and Guimo is so big? No wonder he didn't bother to argue with me in the first place. The clown turned out to be himself. At this moment, Gumo's eyes were black and he went directly to the third floor. As Gumo entered the third floor, the dark space was instantly lit up. I saw a giant iron monster standing in the center of the castle. Gumo directly used the exploration technique to investigate. Titan Giant. Template, Lord Level. Level 2 and Level 10. Skills, Titan's Wrath, Overwhelming Sea, Chain Strike, Rock Control Technique. Description: the strongest in the Purgatory Tower, ordinary second-order professionals can't break the iron armor on it, and it can also control the power of rocks. Be careful going underground. Titan's Wrath can make it into the third order briefly, and second-order professionals please detour when they see it. What? It's actually a Lord-level monster above the boss. Lord-level attributes are much stronger than boss. It can even control the power of rocks. Gumo looked around, and it was basically a huge pile of rocks. And can you enter the third level for a short time? Its iron armor can't be broken by ordinary second-order professionals? Looks like a tough opponent. The audience outside the venue was also surprised to see the introduction panel of the Titan. There will actually be Lord-level monsters in the copy of the college entrance examination. And it can also enter the third stage for a short time. This is too difficult for a student who has just chosen a career for a month. Everyone prayed that the Gumo people were all right. F***K, this monster is too fierce, isn't it? Gumo, just give up and forget it. I am afraid that the iron armor on it is difficult to break the defense. This is still a copy of the college entrance examination? Who can win such a difficult Lord-level monster? I saw that the Titan actually picked up the chain in its hand. The heavy iron chain rubbed directly against the ground, sending out bursts of sparks. Human, how dare you disturb my rest? Today is the time of your death. I saw that the surrounding rocks were madly gathering towards the Titans. A giant rock giant appeared in front of Gumo. Gumo slashed 5 sword lights directly at the rock giant. Azura 5 slashes. Boom! The rock giant slapped the 5 sword lights directly to smash. Just how powerful is the summoned rock giant? Gumo's expression became serious. What a tough opponent. You must bypass this rock giant first and attack the Titan giant directly. The rock giant turned into waves of boulder fragments and attacked Gumo. Tread the wind. The special effect of silver moon bracers is also used by Gumo at the moment. The superposition of the two increases the direct speed by 200%. In an instant, Gumo bypassed the boulder fragment and came to the front of the Titan. Step forward. Zhang. 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 Several silver sword lights flashed. The Titans have no intention of dodging. Let Gumo behead. Ding. 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 Gumo's invincible step forward is now invalid. Only a few sparks appeared on the iron armor of the Titan. No damage was dealt at all. The audience could not help but start to get nervous when they saw this scene. Gumo's skills have no effect on this Titan. Dangerous. The ability to kill a boss level with one knife can't break its defense. This Lord-level monster is too scary. Gumo was also taken aback for a moment. Can't break the defense? Gumo's heart sank as he looked at this giant Titan covered in iron armor. Is it necessary to use the Wuxiang sword from the beginning? Now only the real damage of Jianxian has an effect on this monster. Gumo decided to pay attention to his figure and quickly distanced himself from the Titans. And that rock fragment has already covered Gumo. Oops. Thousands of rock fragments are attacking Gumo frantically. Gumo had to chop it up at the moment. I saw the giant Titan snorted, and these rock fragments directly turned into a personal mobs. Gumo's heart moved when he saw the humanoid mobs, and he threw an exploration technique at it. Rock Monster. Template, Elite. Level 2 and Level 1. Skills, Throwing, Rock Body, Rock Impact. Description: the Titan giants endow rocks with special life forms, which are extremely difficult enemies and can directly consume second-order professionals. There are panels. Gumo shines. The figure retreated to the edge of the copy like a ghost. The toes jumped straight into the air. Floating slash. Gumo is staring directly at the Titan at the moment. A powerful sword intent condensed in front of Gumo. Unexpected sword. Zhang. 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 Endless sword intent surrounds Gumo. A dazzling sword light appeared. At this moment, Gumo is standing in the air like an immortal. The white light emitted by the blade directly illuminates the entire copy screen. Boom! This sword light instantly slashed at the Titan giant. The speed is so fast that the Titans can't use their skills even if they want to resist. A long string of white damage words appeared above the Titan's head. Dungeon tip: congratulations to Gumo, the professional who killed the first form of the Titan in 1 minute and rewarded the platinum level Titan Ring X1. Gumo didn't have the slightest sense of joy. Not dead. Still the first form. I saw the titanic giant iron armor shattered. I saw the Titan angrily roared. Human, you succeeded in angering me. Actually chopped up my favorite iron armor. I want you to die. I saw that the momentum of this giant Titan gradually rose, and it directly broke through the limit of the second order and came to the third order. Gumo didn't stop his movements at the moment. Immediately took out a bottle of spirit-returning potion and poured it into his mouth. Then he directly put the platinum-grade Titan ring on his hand. Titan ring. Quality, platinum level. Strength plus 200 points. Physique plus 200 points. Effect: the secret treasure of the Titans, wear it to gain the friendship of the Titans. Effect: after wearing it, you can use the rock control technique. The higher the mental strength, the stronger the rock control technique. This platinum level equipment is really powerful. Attribute points alone add 200 points of strength and 200 points of physique. This equipment actually comes with such a magical skill. The art of rock control. Wouldn't this be equivalent to a rock-type mage wearing it? The audience off the field originally thought that Gumo's sword could end the game. I didn't expect this boss to have a second form. Isn't this pure bullshit? F***K, this boss is too rascal, isn't it? Gumo has clearly beaten this boss with a single sword. Boiled. This is already the limit of Gumo's boss. Look. Big Gumo finally remembered that he still has a soul-returning potion on his body. Shocked, has this boss forced Gumo to take drugs? At this moment, Director Yan couldn't help shouting loudly. Okay. Gumo can enter the top 10 universities at least in this dungeon. As far as Gumo's performance is concerned, there is hope for the provincial champion. Principal Bai Chen also had a smile on his face at the moment. Already killed the first form of this boss. Top 3 schools should be stable. As long as Gumo withdraws from the top 3 colleges and universities now. Inside Shanghai University. Wei Xuening looked at the screen in disbelief. This Gumo actually gave the first form of boss a second? But it seems that he has no spiritual value after using Wuxiang's sword, right? The second form of this boss is even fiercer. Now this level is enough to enter Shanghai University. If I continue to fight, I'm afraid that people will die. The man in black looked at the screen confidently. Until the end, who can say for sure? I saw that after Gumo finished drinking the spirit-returning potion, he directly turned into a rock monster that slashed at the side of the Titan with a sword light. Zhang. 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 Gumo, who turned into a sword light, paid no attention to the Titans. Kill the rock mobs directly and frantically. And with the beheading of the rock mobs, Gumo's spiritual power value is also crazy recovery. Step forward, as long as you kill the monster, the spiritual power will be returned. Coupled with the A-level killing heart beheading effect, Gumo's spiritual power value quickly reached the full value state. The Titan directly waved his hand, and the huge chain killed Gumo. Boom! The earth is broken. Rock splash. Gumo hurriedly used Wind Treader to accelerate to avoid the chain attack. It's time. Gumo does the trick again. Gumo, who was like a sword god, directly cut out a huge blade of light. Unexpected sword. The Titan giant was also extremely frightened when he saw this huge light blade. How could this person perform this terrifying move again? Do not. The Titan roared unwillingly. How can you, a second-order professional, have such a powerful move? Do not. The Titan giant pulled back the chain directly to block the terrifying sword light. But the moment the sword light touched the iron chain turned into a powder. The Titans fell down immediately. It was directly split in half by this sword light. Before waiting for the emerald green light to appear, Gumo directly collected the equipment from the Titans into the storage space. I can't let the outside audience find out that I exploded with good things. With the death of the Titan, the system bell frantically appeared in Gumo's ears. System tip: congratulations to the host for killing a 30-level Lord-level Titan. The killing contribution is 100%, and the experience value is X50W, and the experience value X10W is additionally obtained for single-playing the team dungeon. Lord-level Titan drop rewards: Platinum-level equipment, Titan Iron Chains, Platinum-level equipment, Titan Iron Armor, Pure Titan Heart X1. Congratulations to the professional for completing the dungeon task 3, killing the ultimate Beastmaster, 1/1, on the 3rd floor of the Tower of Purgatory, and killing 100 W points of experience. Because professional Gumo kills Lord-level alien beasts with 100% damage contribution, he will gain an additional 100 W experience points. Once again, get 2 pieces of platinum equipment. There are also 2.6 million experience points. This wave of blood earned. Gumo's tense heart finally relaxed. When everyone saw the Titan fell to the ground, they all stood up and cheered. Gumo boss. Awesome. Senior Gumo is the best. The Lord monster that has been strengthened to the 3rd level is not the enemy of Gumo's sword. The swordsman is too powerful. Who said that the swordsman is the most rubbish profession? Trash job? Please God give me one too. I'm afraid Gumo is the first person to clear the dungeon of hell in Linhai. Jianxian, who provoked Gumo before entering the dungeon just now, also blushed. He was attacked by the hidden cat demon on the 1st floor and exited the dungeon, but Gumo was able to directly defeat the boss in the 3rd floor in the 3rd order state with 2 swords. The gap between myself and Gumo is like a cloud of mud. How could he have the face to provoke him? Is this the real genius? I am like a frog at the bottom of a well. Jianxian stared at Gumo's high-spirited, pretty face on the screen and couldn't help feeling ashamed. At this moment, Yanju also jumped up from his seat again. Good. Good. Gumo is simply our seaside Qilin. Single-person clearance of the Purgatory Level College Entrance Examination copy, which directly created the history of my Linhai College Entrance Examination. Principal Bai Chen also shouted excitedly at this moment. The best result of the 3rd middle school is only the 5th in the city, right? My number 3 middle school is the number 1 in Linhai. I have no one in Linhai who can pass the Purgatory Level College Entrance Examination copy alone, right? If this result is not unexpected, the provincial champion also has a chance to compete. At this time, the copy prompt came out again. Congratulations to the professional who cleared the 1st order hell difficulty team dungeon Tower of Purgatory, obtained the SSS level score, Gumo's damage accounted for 100%, and additionally received X50 free attribute points and X20 skill points. Congratulations to the professional who completed the customs clearance in 7 minutes and 20 seconds, ranking 1st in the current dungeon. SSS grade rating. And it still ranks 1st in the current copy. Gumo's dangling heart finally let go. Even if someone else clears this dungeon, then you are still the first. When the points of the two players are the same, it depends on the performance of the game and the time required for customs clearance. And also got 50 attribute points and skill points. In the textbook, I have never heard of anyone who can obtain skill points in the first order dungeon. Generally, it is necessary to clear the third order dungeon to obtain skill points. Gu Mo then checked the 3 items dropped by the Titans. Titan Chain. Quality, Platinum level. Strength plus 200 points. Effect 1. The weapon held by the Titan can be transformed into a Titan for a short time after use, and the strength and constitution will be doubled. Effect 2. Rui Iron Chain can make the iron chain bigger and smaller. The bigger it becomes, the more powerful it is, and the more spiritual power it consumes. A short change to become a Titan. Strength and physical attributes can be doubled. This is too perverted. And you can change the size according to your own mind. As expected of a platinum weapon. Titan Armor. Quality, Platinum level. Physique plus 200 points. Effect 1. One of the favorite equipment of the Titans. After using it, it can be immune to a fatal damage. Cooling time, 10 days. Effect 2. The iron armor is made of extraterrestrial meteorites and has the characteristics of indestructibility. It is immune to attacks from weapons below the platinum level. Hiss. Immune to a fatal damage. Isn't this the equivalent of a second life? And wearing this iron armor can also be immune to the attack of weapons below the platinum level. No wonder his spirit sword can't do any harm to the Titans at all. The effect of this equipment can only be described as against the sky. I am afraid that half of the strength of the Titans relies on this iron armor. Then Gu Mo looked at the Pure Titan Heart again. Pure Titan Heart. Quality, Gold. Description: it is transformed by the spiritual core of the third order Titan Giant, which contains a lot of spiritual power. Effect: after taking it, it can increase the spiritual power value by 5000. It can only be taken once, and there are no side effects. General Genius treasures are graded according to white, green, blue, purple, gold, red. Unexpectedly, this Pure Titan Heart is a genius treasure at the golden level. You can also directly increase your spiritual power by 5000 points at one time. No side effects. Gu Mo immediately swallowed the crystal-like Titan Heart in one bite. A refreshing light fragrance hovered in Gu Mo's mouth. Successfully taking the Pure Titan Heart, the spiritual power value plus 5000. I didn't expect this to taste better than I imagined. Too bad it's just this one. If people outside knew that Gu Mo had obtained a genius treasure that could increase his spiritual power by 5000, he would probably drop his jaw. Looking at his more than 4 million experience points, Gu Missouri directly raised his level by 1 level. Directly add 150 attribute values according to the method of 60 strength, 30 constitution, 30 speed, and 30 mental power. Then Gu Mo selected 2 pieces of gold level equipment that he had exploded in the second layer and directly equipped them on his body. Elvis Boots. Quality, Gold level. Speed plus 100 points. Effect 1. The best equipment dropped by Elvis can use the stealth technique of Elvis. The stealth time lasts 10 seconds, and the cooldown time, 1 hour. Effect 2. Ghostly like the wind. After using it, its speed is increased by 100%, lasting 10 seconds, cooling time, 1 hour. This equipment can be said to be the top equipment of the assassin class. Stealth external acceleration increased. You can directly kill others in an unsuspecting situation. Bull Demon Bracers. Quality, Gold level. Physical plus 100 points. Effect 1. The best equipment dropped by the Tauren King can use the Rage technique of the Tauren King to increase its own strength attribute by 200 points, lasting 10 seconds, cooling time, 1 hour. Effect 2. The technique of trampling the ground. When you hammer the ground, you can stun creatures within 10 meters for 1 second, cooling time, 1 hour. This equipment is not bad. The strength attribute increases by 200 points. Also comes with a control skill. Now Gu Mo is fully armed. The minimum is gold level equipment.